Boom!
Boom.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday the 13th.
Happy holidays.
Yes,
My
I
voice.
saw you put that on your Instagram, that little note thing. Happy
Yeah.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Yeah, what? I think there's going to be 2 Friday the 13th this year.
No way. Shut up.
I think there's going to be 2 Friday the 13th. If someone could fact check that, let me know.
Ironically enough, you've never seen that movie.
What?
Friday the 13th.
The original? No, I've seen the remake.
That doesn't count.
We'll get into all the Friday the 13th talk.
Well, I was saying because you were whatever.
Also, what the heck? Hold on, let me fix the background here. There we go. That's what we want. We don't want none of that purple shit. Get that shit out of here. Also, we want to bring this in. There we go. All right.
Now we're like official or something.
Now we're now we're rocking and rolling here.
Also, I have a blanket on because I'm freezing.
But it's Killer Clowns, so it counts.
Welcome
everybody. This is our 14th episode of Fans of Something Live, and FOS Live. Fans of stabbing. I don't know.
Fans of stabbing. Fans of scary.
Fans of
spooky.
It worked better with the Bob Saget thing.
Fans of Saget.
Fans of Saget. But tonight we have, it only makes sense. And when I was scheduling this one, I think I suggested a different date. And then it was, I think, I'll have Vinicio correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I suggested a different date. And then it was sort of like, I don't know if that one works, but I'm available on the 13th, which happens to be Friday the 13th. And it was a match made in hell. So I was like, damn, let's do it. So we have Vinicio, the horror cholo.
I have my Woodsboro High horror fan club
shirt. There we go. So the spooky continues. So
spooky.
It's exciting stuff. We're going to bring Vinicio here in just a second. First, we want to say hi to whoever's in the chat with us, hanging out tonight. We got Adrian. Hey there, guys. What's going on, Adrian? We got Nick over at Movie AV Impulse. What's going on, everybody? Don't forget to slap that like button. Support is always welcome. Whoa.
Slap.
Sounds similar to Lepke's.
Roundhouse kick that like button.
Boom. Hey, Ed, Haley, and Vinicio. Happy Friday the 13th. Yeah. It really is sort of like a holiday, isn't it? For like,
it's like a holiday.
Horror people, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a freaking holiday. Okay. October also.
It's in October? Oh my God.
Yeah. So maybe we'll have Vinicio on for that one too.
Oh, can you imagine how packed HHN would be that day?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Happy Friday the 13th, FOS and everyone else. Right back at you, Cody. Let's go, Vinicio. Yeah, people are excited for Vinicio to be on here. He in his post he called us famous, and we're gonna ask him about this because nothing about us is famous. So he's too kind. He's too kind with his words. We are not famous whatsoever.
We're just little guys.
We are so minute. It's not even funny. Don't forget to roundhouse kick that like button. Yep.
I feel humble.
Or slash it. What's up, Cody? Yep. Hey, everyone's saying hey to everybody. Ooh, we got Chris over at Mystery Entertainment.
Hello.
What's going on, Chris? We got one of our great mods. Also, Cody's a great mod, but we got a horror and more. What's up? Haley, loving the short hair.
Thank you. I chopped it on New Year's because I was bored.
She was bored. Any love for the beard? No love for the beard.
I'm still waiting for him to shave it. He said he'd shave it on New Year's. Hasn't yet. Still waiting.
It's Mika, double horror pack. This is like probably Mika's.
Yes.
This is her Christmas.
This is her day.
This is her Christmas, probably.
We should all be celebrating Mika today.
You guys rock. Well, we thank you for that. We appreciate that. I'm right back at you, Chris. You're killing it with your live streams, man. Like you're just endlessly live streaming. Like you're live streaming when you're sleeping. It's nuts. What's going on, Laren? Hey, we said hey to Laren. Everyone's saying hey to everybody. Are we caught up? Yeah, cool. Everyone's saying hi to everyone, being friendly on Friday the 13th. All right, so let's bring in this next guest. I think I'm pretty sure that's the drum roll, right?
I think you say that every time, and then you're right.
I should start putting little stickers on these things because I have a bunch of buttons that have different sounds. So I should start labeling them so I know I know that's the cheer, and I think that's the.
Oh, that's the wah, wah, wah.
That's the wah, wah, wah.
That's the crickets.
That's the crickets. That's the like insanely weird.
I think that's the badumts.
Yeah. What's this one? No, that's the badumts.
Oh,
okay, so this is the drum roll. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, ghouls of all ages, we are bringing in Vinicio, the horror cholo. Here he comes. Get ready. Get set. You're not ready, though. Boom!
What is up, everybody? This is Versus Loco, the motherfucking Horde Cholo, and I'm on Fans of Something. What's up, you guys? How are you?
Can I just say I love your hand tattoo? I love
Thank you,
it.
thank you.
Let's get some full screen
I
on
love
there.
all your tattoos, but that one,
It honestly looks so much better when I got it done. Now that it's kind of faded, I need to go get it redone again. But man, when it was nice and black, it was really cool. But I got tattoos everywhere, so yeah.
yeah, I mean, I want hand tattoos too, but the fact of them fading, it's like,
Yeah.
especially because I use my hands a lot, especially at
Yep.
work.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long ago did you get those tattoos?
It's actually probably been about a year since I actually got a tattoo, and I'm starting to get the itch. But the ones on my hands, I think I maybe got them maybe 2 or 3 years ago, something like that. So not too long ago at all.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And today's infamously the day when people go get tattoos, right?
Yeah.
I know. My tattoo buddy, actually, he just sent me his flash deals today. So I was like, damn, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it down there, man. So I really wish I could have, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to.
Tattoos, I think it's like Pringles. I think the Pringles slogan, like once you pop, you can't stop.
That is very true. They are extremely addictive, but as you can see behind me, I have an extremely addictive personality. So everything that I like becomes an addiction. So I got to be careful. But so far, I have healthy addictions, I feel like. So yeah.
I wonder, like, are there like I've said this about like the like romantic comedies. Is there a romantic comedy community? There's 100% a tattoo community out there.
Oh yeah, they're definitely there's convention tattoos. So yeah.
I mean, Ink Masters. That's
awesome. That's right.
It's crazy. It's crazy. I've never been determined to get a tattoo, but I do know if I ever do get a tattoo, it's going to be across my back, and it's going to be I'm going to try to get it. Whoever the artist is, I'm going to try to get them to do the exact look of it. It's going to be what Sarah etches in the table in T2, No Fate.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
That has always been my, if I ever get a tattoo, that's what I'm getting. No Fate across my back. And it's going to be like, it's going to look like it's been cut into a table.
Yeah, that's actually a really, really cool idea. I like that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And on top of that, I think T2 is my favorite action movie ever made also. So that helps with that. That's awesome.
Yep.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, you're good. I was going to say the ironic thing is what's stopping him is him saying, but I don't know if I'm going to regret it. He's had this idea for years.
It's the fear of like, oh man,
Needles?
What did I do? What did I do? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, it's almost like, what did I do in like the best way? It's like, oh my God, I did that.
Like, have you ever had that?
Yeah. I mean, there is all my tattoos I actually do not regret. There's one tattoo that I have that I did regret. I literally got it when I was like 17 years old, and it was huge. And I got it covered up now, so I didn't have to have it removed. It's covered up. You can't even tell it was there. But I had a huge marijuana leaf right here. And then you start having kids and you don't smoke weed anymore, it's kind of not the funnest thing to have around. You have to tell them, oh yeah, it's a tree. I like Canada, something.
Yeah, definitely a talking point at those parent-teacher conferences.
That's funny.
And then you have all the stoners point you out all the time when you're with their kids. Oh, dude, that's so cool. And it's like, come on, please. Like, I'm trying to give a different persona here. So,
what is it on your arm? Like, do you have
it used to
cover up?
It used to. So now I have the Tales from the Hood face over it. I have a ball from or a spear from Phantasm over it. So yeah, you can almost see in the Demonic Toys face a little bit of the leaf over here, but it is very hard to see. He did a really great job. So it's very hard to see, but yeah.
I know tattoos are a pain for both the recipient and the artist to try and make it look
big time, especially a cover.
But like watching your videos and like I see all your tattoos, like you make me envious. Like I want to be like you someday.
I love tattoos. Tattoos is just one of my many things that I'm just absolutely in love with. And I'm honestly never going to stop getting tattoos. I don't know what has took me so long this year. I think it's because I've just dished out so much money in my collection that I kind of put that on the back burner. It's like whichever one I'm feeling more into at that time or feel like investing my money in. Because I mean, I collect arcades too. So it's like one thing takes time over the other. So it's if I'm doing one, I can't do the other. So that's kind of where it's at.
Like cabinets? You collect cabinets?
Arcade, yeah. I have a video of it on my YouTube, but I have about 12 arcade cabinets in my little
Holy
arcade room.
shit.
Yeah, yeah.
An arcade.
Wait, okay. So I thought you were saying arcade.
Like the arcade cabinet.
Arcades, like the video game, like the arcades. Like I have
Yeah,
an
like-
NBA arcade. I have Simpsons arcade.
Well, what do you mean cabinets?
They're
Like,
called cabinets.
they're
They're
called
the
cabinets.
big box.
oh, the
They're
thing you
called
play is called a cabinet?
An arcade cabinet.
I did not know that. I just thought it was like an arcade machine or something.
No, like the really big, bulky ones.
Yeah,
or
like
like
you
they
would
make
see at like a
Yeah, like-
bowling alley or something.
right. Yeah.
The ones that
Wow.
from a company called Arcade One Up. So they actually make 3/4 scales of them. So they're actually smaller than a normal arcade, but I mean, the quality is all there. It actually gives me more space to be able to fit more of them. And they're more affordable, but yeah. So they're 3/4 scales. So they're not the actual exact same size as the other ones. So yeah.
Wow.
But I have a video of it, and they're really fucking awesome.
Shit. Damn, dude. So besides, because I'm gonna focus on the tattoos and the movies. If you had to pick which one that you're more passionate about, besides forget your collection behind you. If you didn't have a collection behind you, are you more passionate about movies or are you more passionate about getting tattoos?
So I'm gonna say this. I'll say I'm gonna have to say horror movies, and the only reason I say that is because this whole arm right here is dedicated to horror characters and horror movies. So with that being said, I would have never even had a lot of these if it wasn't for these. So we'll just say the root of where it all comes from is here. So that's what I'm more passionate about. I'll say that. Yeah.
That's what I want my other sleeve to be. Is all
Yeah,
horror themed.
And it's ironic, it's also the right arm too.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Because I'm right hand dominant, and like that's like what I want to show off the most. But I started with my left.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Huh.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Now, theoretically, would my idea would that be painful? That like across the shoulders is that painful?
The upper back is it's higher on the pain level, but it's tolerable.
Okay.
I'd say stomach and stomach and back of the neck for some reason were the worst for me. So yeah,
Not
those
here.
were like no, there was parts of it that were bad, but I was able to get through it. But the back of my neck, I almost tapped out on that one. I was like, holy shit. Are you guys okay with cussing? My mouth is pretty bad sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, just look at the bottom of the ticker here for a second, and you'll see that we are 100% cool. Look, here it comes.
Jeez.
Oh yeah. That's fucking awesome. Okay. Yeah, because sometimes I cuss more than I probably should have. I have a really bad mouth. But yeah, the back of the neck, I was like this with my fist just clenched, and I was sweating. I was just like, holy shit, this is like bad. But the back of your on the top upper part of your back, it's not too bad. Chest is not too bad. Arms are probably the easiest to do anything on is your arms.
Okay.
Every part of your arms. I could sit there and almost take a nap. So yeah, it's not
Nice.
I have a tattoo on my ribs, but like I'm a small girl, so like
How did that
there-
feel for you?
I almost passed out.
Yeah.
Like I've sat through. So my longest tattoo session ever was I want to say 7.5 hours.
Man, you got me beat.
I was there. Yeah, like that's almost like that's like a whole work shift.
Yeah. That's a long time.
Yeah.
What-
It was
That was your arm?
yeah, and it was so I sat there for 7.5 hours and got
Yeah.
this fully like from start to finish, color and all. And like yeah, it hurt, like especially toward the end, but
Yeah.
it's like okay. But with my ribs, I was there for only like maybe not even an hour, and I was like, I can't.
Yep. It's crazy how certain parts of the body are so much more sensitive than other parts, you know. Like with my arm, I think I did couple 6-hour sessions. So mine were 6 hours. And yeah, once you start getting to that last bit of time, your skin is so raw from that needle just over and over again that it's like no matter where they go, you definitely feel it. But yeah, the stomach, that was really, really bad for me. I mean, to be honest, I still kind of have the outline for so long. I'm like not even looking forward to getting it filled in. I have my last name going across my entire stomach in Old English. So it's like, but I still haven't got it filled in. And it's been years, like over 10 years. I was like, fuck that. I'm not doing that. But I need to eventually because it's starting to drive me crazy. But yeah.
Yep. My arm's not finished, but my completionist brain is like, every time I look at it and I see that it's unfinished, it's like,
Yep, that is exactly how my arm over here. There's like empty spots here, and that's driving me crazy. You know, seeing that, it's like, damn. I look at this one, it's fully covered, and I look over here, I'm like, shit. I need to fill that up. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, like, God, just give me the gun. I'll do it.
Yeah, I know.
Do you have? We'll do one more tattoo thing, and then we'll get to the chat here. Do you have any Friday the 13th, like Jason, anything going on your body?
Of course, sir.
All right, let's make it full screen, and let's.
He's right there.
Hold on.
So here's Jason.
Lag.
Here's the Hellraiser box, Michael Myers, Puppet Master, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Chucky, Nightmare on Elm Street, Freddy. Okay. Up here we have Red Rum. I mean, we got I got everything.
Hell yeah.
That's sick. That is sick.
All right, perfect. So yeah, you're the perfect guest to have for Friday the 13th. Like that just was I correct? Like, did I send you a different date and you were like, that's probably
I literally didn't even think of it though too. It's almost like the stars aligned because I was like, you know what? I think Friday is actually better. And he goes, oh yeah, that's the 13th. That's like, hey, that's Friday 13th. And we're like, damn, let's do it. It's like, it worked out perfectly. The stars just aligned for us.
I love it.
Meant to be.
Chris over at Mystery Entertainment. It's always fun here. Love the beard, bro. Appreciate it. I dig your beard, Eddie. Respect the beard.
Guys, stop encouraging him.
Notice it's all the guys. Mika, yes, today is Christmas.
Oh yeah.
Gotta stream every day. We'll try. I don't know, Vinicio, like if you've checked out Chris's channel or not, but it's funny because like he does video game live streams, but he'll like, I think you fall asleep, Chris, right? And it's just like him like sleeping and he's still streaming.
I need to check it out.
It's funny. Like, I don't know if it's like if he's doing it on purpose or if he's just tired, but
yeah,
like that would be like us going so long tonight that we all just pass out.
Just I'll be leaned back in the chair. Just
Oh my God. Holland Oates, what's going on, Holland?
What's up, Holland?
Yeah, his profile pic is one of my favorites on Facebook.
It took me a while. I think I'm just a little slow up here where like I thought your profile picture was like an art piece. Like somebody like drew it. Like it took me, I was like, oh my God, wait, that's you. And that's your hand.
Yeah.
Like, it took me so
that was actually the day that I got that tattoo. So that's why it looks so fresh and it looks so vivid and cool. So yeah, I love that picture.
Yeah, I thought that was like a painting or something.
Let's see here. Where did okay, so since we have you on here, and forgive me if you've already answered this question, but where did your opening statement, introduction, where did all of that come from? Because it is really unique. Like I've never seen anyone else do anything like that. Like the whole thing where you cover your face and like what inspired that?
I literally made it up off the wing, man. Like literally, I wanted to, do YouTube, and I was just like, man, I gotta have a cool introduction. And I just like, man, I got the tattoo. Let me show off the tattoo. And then like my knuckles, they say beastin'. So like it's like I'm a beast. So it's like I say versus loco, the motherfucking whore cholo. Then I'm a beast, So it's just I don't know. It just literally came so organically and normal, and it kind of caught on. So I didn't think it would, but it's kind of cool. It's kind of like my signature now.
I was gonna say, like, is it like wrestling inspired? Like, is there any wrestling in there?
I've never really been into wrestling. I'm honestly right now I'm on workman's comp. I got hurt at work a while ago. So, but before that, I used to go to the gym a lot. If you see old pictures of me on my Instagram, I was fucking huge. Okay. So then then going on workman's comp and being out of workman's comp and stuff like that, I wasn't able to hit the gym like I used to. So I've gained a massive amount of weight. So I'm nothing like I used to. So beasting that was my motivation for the gym. And then this was kind of my horror thing. So it's kind of like a mixture of both my personalities I kind of put out there. So yeah.
Hell yeah. No, I think it's great. Like it's very, like I said, it's just unique and it's like a good calling card kind of thing.
Heck yeah.
So,
you ever get tongue tied while you're saying it?
Yeah. Like, do you ever like mess up?
I have not yet. I get more tongue-tied on live streams like this, so you'll hear me stutter a few times. So, but on that, no, there's no outtake reels on that.
Very cool. Very cool. I love it. I love it. There is a big tattoo community, but like specifically on YouTube, like, is there like how, like how we do live streams, like all the collectors do live streams and get a bunch of people, like, are there like live streams where like tattoos come together and like they're showing off their tattoos? And
yeah, I was gonna say, like,
not that I know of.
I was gonna say, like, I could imagine somebody like live streaming getting a tattoo done.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. That would be cool.
You heard it here, folks. That's what I'm gonna do next.
Yeah, that'll be a video.
I don't want to see me sweating. I start sweating sometimes, depending upon where it's at. So I don't know if I'd want to be on a live stream for
that. Cody said just followed Vinicio on IG.
Oh yeah.
Seems like a cool guy. We're only 30 seconds in.
I try to do what I can do when I can do it.
No, I love it. I'm sure you've heard me say on multiple streams that your image and who you actually are so contrasting. And I absolutely adore that. Like, I love when I find people like that just look a certain way, like, and they give me a certain vibe, like just in my head, and I slowly start to get to know them, and they 180 the hell out of me.
Yeah,
I've did that.
Yeah, I've always loved this about myself though, because the truth of the matter is, one, I had a rough childhood and I'm from the streets, but at the same time, I've worked retail almost my entire life, so I have both sides of me. I have the don't fuck with me side, and I have my how you doing today, ma'am? Was there anything I could help you with? So I am like a perfect split right in the middle of don't fuck with me, and I can help anybody with everything. You know what I mean? So it's I pride myself on that, because a lot of people are like that. I'll be going into a store or something like that. I hold the door open for, the old people walking through, and everybody looks at me like, damn, that's the guy that did that right now. Many things like that. There was a homeless guy in line at In-N-Out Burger the other day, and I said, hey man, don't spend your money. Let me buy it for you. And I bought him his food, so, and people just look at me all weird, like they wouldn't expect it, but it's just, I love that about myself. I literally pride myself on that. So I appreciate you guys seeing that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aww.
And it's a shame that but like, it is a shame that exists. You know what I mean? Like
judging a book by its cover.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, cause that's essentially what I'm doing is when I first came across you, I was judging a book by its cover, and then I opened the book and it's like, oh, like totally not what I was expecting.
Honestly, I've dealt with that my entire life though, to where like, it doesn't bother me anymore. I know if I'm going in the store, I know every single one of the employees are going to be following me everywhere, thinking I'm going to steal something. And I'm just used to it now. Now I fuck with them, say, oh yeah, hey, can you do this? Can you get this? Can you get that? Like, if you want to follow me, like I'm going to steal something, I'm gonna fuck with you then, because I got money. I'm not, it's just, I'm used to it, and I kind of play games with it now. So it's funny.
That's great. I love it. Love it. Movie AV Impulse says Cody Vinicio is awesome, really cool dude. He'll be on a top 5 video coming soon. Oh, do you know what he's talking about, or is it a surprise?
I just found this out right now, but I'm willing to. Nick, I got you.
Hell yeah. Well, a top 5 video coming soon, like a top 5.
So he does his top 5s. So he'll choose a topic and he'll do a top 5 on it, and he does his videos like that. Me, I do have a series on my channel, which is the 7 Opinions of Death. So I'll choose a topic and do my top 7. So, he kind of gave me an idea on one that I actually just released, and I kind of flipped it and made it my own personal thing. So his are really cool, and we kind of been feeding off each other. So that actually would be really cool to do a collab on that. So yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
Gore forever. You're a savage collector. No time for more tats.
That's my buddy right there, man. What's up?
I'm gonna have to check out his YouTube. Yes. So Cody and anyone that is watching live on the replay, however you're watching this, Vinicio's channel is linked on that little @ in the description. So you just click the @ takes you right over. Yeah, Movie Avian Plus. He's got a great channel. You do, man. I mean, and you do giveaways every time you hit 100.
Yeah,
right?
I have been lately. Yeah. Actually, I did one, and then I did at 50. I did another one. And then I think I messed up and said a number, but I just said, you know what, I'll stick with it and I'll do another one. So yeah, once I get to 400 now, I'm going to be doing another giveaway. So yeah.
There you go. Movie collector, what's going on? I'd rather be passionate about movies than tattoos. No offense, guys.
It's all good.
No offense. It's all good. I have no tattoos whatsoever. So yeah. I agree with that. What's going on, Eric? Hi, all. Ed, get tatted up. Well, like I said, the only thing, and hold on, let's just because in case anyone's like, huh, like I don't remember what that looks like. To me, I just love what it stands for, the no fate but what you make thing.
Heck.
Like I remember growing up as a kid watching T2, and I never understood what that meant. I didn't know the meaning of that. It was just like, oh, okay, so she etched that into the thing. But when you actually know what it means and like the significance of it, and it's powerful stuff. And so this is exactly what I want on my back right there. Right there.
I said it would be cool. Like there's another picture with the knife that she etches it with, like to maybe have that along his
yeah.
Actually really
shoulder blade. Yeah.
Dude, I think that's such a great idea. And especially for as passionate as you sound about the idea, I think that is a fucking perfect first tattoo, man.
Oh, yeah.
I will pay for it.
Wow. Okay, because you both are clearly experienced in the tattoo realm. How much do you think something like this would cost?
It really depends on who you go to. You know, I mean, I'm kind of lucky enough to actually have a buddy that he works in a shop, but he also does like house calls and stuff. So he's a little bit more affordable than normal people would. I mean, an hour away from where I live in San Francisco, where over there, man, those guys, they charge so much over there that it's ridiculous. So I don't know how it is over there, and it really depends on who you know and what shop you go to. So I really couldn't even give you a quote, but I mean, they can be expensive.
I also have a buddy who does all my work, and I mean, right, you just want like the letters, right? Like you just want
like I don't want the table or anything.
Right, no.
Yeah.
It'll probably be maybe around $100.
$100?
Maybe give or take.
Okay.
Damn good price. That's a damn good
But
price.
now like it also depends on the size too, right? Size.
Right. But so I have lettering too, the one that's on my ribs. And I mean, it's a decent size. It just like, I mean, how big are you thinking? But it's just like black ink. It's like you're not getting color, you're not getting any sort of shading. And my guy charges by the hour.
Yeah.
So
the thing that I think would like increase the price is the fact that I don't just want any kind of normal lettering.
No.
I want like a specific.
It would be a stencil. He would draw that. Like my guy does
trace it.
Kind of. He would take like into Photoshop and then make it so that it looks like a legible, like something that he could draw over.
Oh, okay.
Have it sort of like a temp tattoo on your back and then draw over it.
Yeah.
That's exactly.
I don't know if this is the year, but I mean, you heard it here first. Vinicio just gave me the validation for it. So it's definitely, that will be my first tattoo if I ever do get a tattoo. If I ever feel that real urge to be like, all right, let's do this.
Well, just know that I will pay for it. I will pay for your first tattoo.
And you heard that here too, folks.
I think it sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
So literally all he needs to do, because I'll take you to my guy and he just has to get in the shop.
Cool. What's going on, Kevin? Hey, Haley, Eddie, and Vinicio. Kevin, good guy. Love Kevin. You'll be.
Kevin.
I mean, you should know. In his profile pic, he's in the middle. Across from him are the people from Dead Meat.
Oh yeah, I know. You were talking about in the last live stream that I was like, what the heck? They're the ones that do kill. Oh, that's awesome.
Yep. I found because I remember looking at it, I was like, wait, hold on. These people look really familiar. And then I asked, I was like, hold on, that's James and Chelsea from Dead Meat.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. They blew up, man. It's something on such a simple idea that's awesome. You know, who would ever thought? I mean, they thought of it, but that's such a good idea. I mean, I have little cousins that they'll talk to me about certain horror movies. I'll be like, "You've seen that before?" He said, "No, I watched it on Kill Count." You know, they all like know it. I was like, "Man, that's so neat. That's so neat. I love it. That's so awesome."
They really did take off because, like, if you look at when the channel started for Dead Meat and where they are now in terms of success, subscribers, it's like astronomical. It doesn't add up to me.
Yeah, that's like
Blew up.
Yeah, they blew up.
Yeah.
And they got a good podcast too. I don't know if you listen to podcasts, but they got a good Dead Meat podcast. So,
and I mean, they go to the conventions and have a booth like a celebrity now, like taking pictures with people and stuff. So, I mean, they like literally blew up. Yeah.
Yeah, them and do you know Grim Life Collective?
I do. Yes, I do.
Yep. They now have like booths at like Spooky Empire and so they blew up too as well.
Have you been to any horror conventions? I mean, I'm sure you have. So I guess the better question is how many.
I've been to Monsterpalooza and Son of Monsterpalooza in LA. I always planned on. There's one higher up towards me in Sacramento, and that one I wanted to go to, but it's weird. It's like they get you all excited and say these guests are coming, and all year long, and then once it's like a month before, they say, okay, this person canceled, this person
canceled.
Okay, those are all the people that I wanted to meet. Like, so I'm not even gonna go. So that one just seems a lot lower budget than the one in Monsterpalooza. Like Monsterpalooza, there are cancellations, but I mean, there's a lot of fucking people there, so those guys don't want to cancel, you know. So it's literally under like dire need that they must have had something happen that they canceled, not just I don't want to be here anymore, like how in Sacramento. So yeah, I've been to that one a few times, so I've met a decent amount of people, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, those man, like I 100% know exactly what you're talking about. Like when you're just like. It's especially sucky when you literally are going for one person.
Yeah.
Like I've gone to a convention and I've still gone because obviously I bought the ticket and everything, but I went for one person.
Yeah.
And that one person pulled out at the last moment. I want to say it was Linda Hamilton.
Oh, wow.
Leading up to Terminator Dark Fate coming out.
Yeah.
And she was supposed to go to some convention and last minute she pulled out for some reason. Wow. And I was like, well, fuck, there's no one there else like that. Like nobody else there I actually want to see.
Yeah.
So
well, at least money though, right?
Yeah.
Because some of those people charge so much. It's like, man, this is like killing me that I've been watching your stuff for this long, and now I have to hand you money to be able to take a picture with you and have, you know, I mean, I get like the photo maybe and stuff like that, and I get there's a lot of scalpers out there, and it's a shame that we may have to pay for them being scalpers because we're collectors, you know. But man, some of these people, it's a lot of money, man. I think like Robert England's like $100 now. It's like $100 just to take a picture with you and have some signs. So it's kind of crazy, but at the same time you got to think of it too, these people are getting old, you know, so how much longer are they going to be around? Unfortunately, you have to think like that. So it's like that may be your only opportunity, which actually Robert England is going to be at Monsterpalooza this year, so I kind of want to go. I have not met him yet, and I love the Nightmare.
Of course, yeah, he's Mount Rushmore. Speaking of another Robert, so I went to Spooky Empire one year in Orlando, and he was the one reason I went, Robert Patrick, for T2. And I was hyped through the roof. I was like, holy shit, I'm going to meet the T1000.
Yeah.
And got in his line, went all the way up, got the photo, got the autograph. And then at that time, I was doing a Terminator podcast. And so I wanted to quickly have him either just record audio or me hold the camera up and him say it. I just wanted him to say like, hey, this is Robert Patrick. You're listening to Terminator 101. That's all I wanted him to say. That's it. I asked him, hey, Robert, can you just record this 5-second introduction for me? And he looks over at the person standing next to him, which I guess is his like agent or somebody repping the convention. And the person just does this. They go, and he looks back at me and he goes, and I'm like, who's in control here? Are like, you're Robert Patrick.
Yep.
You 100% could have told that person, like, go to hell.
Yeah.
And I'm going to record a 5-second thing. it just it rubbed me the wrong way. So I have a little bit of a gripe towards Robert Patrick.
Yeah.
I'll
I'll tell you who I gripe towards is Linda Blair. You know, I mean, it's these people. I don't know why they don't understand that. I mean, you know, I understand they meet fans all the time, but we've invested so much money in your work. We're here to meet you. Like, show some compassion. You know, like I don't understand it. But yeah, Linda Blair. I'm so glad that I never have to meet her again. Let's put it that way. I'm just to meet her again. I have my my signed Exorcist Blu-ray, and I have a little, what is it, 8x10 or something like that, signed by her. But I'm glad that I never have to go through that experience again, because I almost took my money back from her. She was so rude. She was like talking to somebody else after I've just paid, I think, $60 or $70 to meet her, and you know, she's like talking to somebody else. Other people are coming over here. It's like, dude, like, I paid this. Like, can you just sign the fucking thing so I can get out of here? And I'm looking at her agent, and I'm just like, are you serious? She's like, Linda, you have a customer. Linda, yeah, there's somebody here. And like, she was ignoring her. I said, you know, I think I want my money back. She's like, hold on one second. Here, Linda, get over here, blah, blah. And like, then she was just so passive with her signing. I was just like, man, this is a horrible experience. But luckily, she was the only one that was like that. But I know exactly how you feel, man. It's discouraging, you know, very discouraging.
It is. And it's not like, you know, either you or I were like, you know, we're not asking them to run to Burger King and get us a, you know, a like a combo meal. Like, I just want you to say something real quick and I'll be on my merry way.
You never have to see me again.
You never have to see me ever again. And the only thing I can think of, because I've tried to rationalize it in the end, it's like, okay, maybe I guess they think I'm going to somehow tweak it and have them say something they didn't say. Like, well, like, what the hell? Like, I could do that anyway. There's so many interviews with Robert Patrick.
Exactly. I mean, the thing they do with all the presidents, they turn them into songs, their speeches and stuff.
Yeah.
But there's ways around that. So yeah, that's fun.
It just annoyed me. But other than that, that's, yes, similar to you. That's the only bad experience that I've had. Most of the time going to a convention, it's a great experience. And did you ever go to Walker Stalker Con for like The Walking Dead?
I've never even heard of that. No, but I did meet Stephen Yoon. I seen that you meet
John Bernthal.
yeah. I met Stephen Yoon actually at Monster Palooza, because that was when Mayhem was coming out. So they did a panel about Mayhem, and then after Mayhem, they all did a signing. So it was him. What's her name? Sandra Weaver, isn't that her name? And then why can't I think of the fucking director? He has a podcast also. I'm so
of Mayhem.
Yeah, of Mayhem.
I haven't seen Mayhem, so I don't know.
Oh, my studio.
Is he gonna pull it? Is he gonna pull it?
It's here somewhere. Where's my M's?
This is like a Basement Blues 2.0.
I think I actually have it over there in my 4K. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat, let us know who's the director of Mayhem.
Yeah. Fuck.
Do you know how many Blu-rays you have? You look like you have a lot.
So I kind of guesstimated. So right now you're just in my horror section. So I don't have as many as Basement Blues. So don't let this fool you. It's not it looks, but or not. But I have 3 shelves right here, and this is all horror movies. So if I guesstimated by kind of adding shelf and then timesing that by how many there are, I should have about 1,700 Blu-rays in just horror. And then I have a couple other shelves on the other side that are like action, gangster movies, comedies, Disney movies, all that kind of stuff. So
yeah, 1,600, man. Damn.
Just horror.
Just horror.
How many do you have?
All collectively, I have like 300 movies all together. So I am definitely on the smaller scale compared to VINICIO here.
Okay, question.
Yeah.
I think I asked Ken this when
mid-level.
Yeah. But just your horror because you are the horror guy.
Yeah.
What percent do you think you have seen of the 1,700?
Because there's no way you've seen your entire collection, right?
No, I have not seen my entire collection. And, thankfully to Workman's Comp, I have watched a lot. normally would. But I mean, I have so many movies. Like, look, I mean, I'll pull out some. This movie right here never opened. It's still sealed.
I think you dropped something too.
Never opened, still sealed. So I have a lot of movies that are still sealed. But when it comes to a percentage, I would honestly say that I've probably seen a good 80% of my movies.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's a high percentage.
yeah. I
That's
would
a
really
really
say.
high percentage.
I mean, I've watched. I mean, and I have a lot of shitty movies too, and I've seen those ones as well. So, you know, yeah. I mean, because I've seen every single thing from Scream Factory. I've seen the majority of my Arrows, all my Full Moon. Yeah, yeah. I've seen a lot of my movies, a lot.
I lost him.
Do you because I do this, so like I'm curious if you do this, because you can literally get a percentage. Do you log every movie you own on Letterboxd?
You can log the movies you own on Letterboxd.
Well, you can because I made a list. So you just make a list, and then you can
Oh.
add all the titles. I do that, so when I'm out at a store, I'm like, do I have this? And I just look it up. But what like the really cool part is, obviously you log the movies you've seen on Letterboxd. So the list, you put in the thing, right? So then it's going to tell you at the end a percentage of what you've seen versus what you haven't seen.
That is freaking awesome. I did not know that. So I'm actually going to be doing that, man. Next time that I'm bored, I am going to do that for sure. The only problem though, too, is like some of these movies I have seen, but it was before I knew about Letterboxd. So I only log in Letterboxd when I've had it and I watch it like right now.
Okay.
You know, so there's a lot of movies in there that I haven't watched recently, but I have seen before in the past. So I think that would kind of mess a little bit with the percentage, but I do want to do that now. I never thought of that, to make a list, and so I have all the ones because I have bought movies multiple times, forgetting that I even have that movie. You know, so yeah, definitely help. Definitely help.
Yeah, and when you do that, like, just let me know, because I would really be curious to see what that percentage is. I think mine's like I've seen 63% of the movies I own,
Definitely.
so. It's, you know, it's pretty good as long as it's more than half. Like if I was below half, I'd be like, damn, there's a problem here.
Yeah. I mean, I still buy stuff all the time. I have 2 packages back here. I have 1 more in the mail. So, I mean, I'm getting movies in all the fucking time. So, I mean, that percentage probably goes up and down all the time. So, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I like with Letterboxd too, because I only just got it recently, like fairly recently. So, but you know, I've been alive for much longer than that. So
Yeah.
I've seen like a lot of movies. And even, I mean, like just the other day, like somewhere, like the most obscure movie in the world will like pop into my head that I saw it like 15 years ago. And it's like,
I'll log that.
I'll log it. So like my Letterboxd is like weird because it'll have like, you know, recent movies. Like I'll have that I just saw The Menu. We just watched The Princess and the Frog. And then it's like,
good contrast.
I actually enjoyed both those movies. So, yeah.
Yeah. And like if we watch a scary movie tonight, like sure. And then like probably later tonight, I'll be like, oh, I just remember I watched Barbie and the 12 Dancing Princesses. I have to log that.
I love Letterboxd. Letterboxd is so much fun.
It's great.
To see what other people think of the movie that you just watched, and to kind of just give a little brief kind of express yourself on how you felt about that movie, you know, and put your thoughts in there. And then it's kind of just like a timeline of, you know, look back, oh, what did I watch last week? Or what was that one? How did I feel? Oh yeah, I like that movie a lot. You know, I love Letterboxd. What a great idea.
What a great idea. This actually, because I'm curious if you as well are going to do this. I think this is going to be the year I actually go from free to like maybe the next level or the patron level, because I feel like the benefits are kind of cool, and I just want to support
I don't even know what the benefits are.
The people at Letterboxd. Well, because like I think one of the coolest ones is you can have a background on like you can switch out your backgrounds and stuff. I think that's pretty.
The cool one that I thought of is that it like gives you a percentage of like who was your most watched director at the end of the year, who was your most watched actor, you know, what type of movies did you watch the majority of. It gives you way more
stats.
Yes, stats
Very
than
cool.
it does. So I think that's pretty interesting as well.
That's neat. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
and I think it's cool. Yeah, and it's just it helps support them and all that stuff. And So hell yeah.
Soon too. So we'll make a pact and we'll both do it soon. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. 50 a year is sort of like, but I think I can do that. I think I can do that $20 one a year.
I'm not giving them $50 a year. Sorry, but
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah. Speaking of letterbox, I'm pretty sure Luke has a letterbox. What's going on, Luke? What's going on? Hope all is well. He switched his thing over to Top Gun Maverick.
That's a good
So
movie.
there we go. Haley looks cold.
I'm freezing.
Yeah, she's freezing. Don't worry, we got the AC. We got the heater pumping. So
yeah, but it's doing nothing.
There's empty spots on my movie shelves, says Nick. What by the way, Vinicio, what kind of shelves are those? Like, are those Atlantic? Are those
Yeah. It's weird though, because I just bought another one. I just bought this one. And this one is actually made different than my other ones. This one has this, I guess it's supposed to be a CD rack. So I had to put some of the movies sideways, and then a pop won't fit in it. So I had to use my Waxworks spinachers, and those fit perfectly. So
cool.
Fill up that dead space. So it's actually, I feel like putting this one together was a lot sturdier and better, but these ones seem to have a little bit more room.
Okay. Now we're actually going to be putting out the video because I just assembled my first kind of big shelf because I'm running out of room too.
Yeah.
And had old faithful Haley right here because she's the handy person of the relationship. I can't assemble anything.
I am we have a toolbox in our closet, our back closet, and opening it, you would think, oh yeah, those are for Eddie. Those are Eddie's tools.
Those are Eddie's
tools.
They're mine. No, they're Haley's tools. But the question is, did you have a hard time assembling them? Because we kind of had a hard time assembling them, right?
These ones right here are a pain in the ass. They're made so cheap that I feel like there's always something kind of loose, or those little screws that have the little prong that goes out and all you do is twist it and it just tightens. Mm-hmm. Those things are a pain in the ass because sometimes you'll get ones that I feel are kind of defective, so they don't really tighten up the way they should. This one here was a little bit different though. Because things like the woods, they slid in like this, and this one didn't do that. So it's a lot sturdier, and this one was so much easier to put together. These ones, it depends on which one I get. Like sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're a pain in the ass.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the instructions were a little wonky because
well, they didn't even come with instructions.
Well, you
had to look it up online.
I had to look it up.
Yeah.
So
that's
it was.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? They don't come with instructions?
They're supposed to. They're supposed
to. Yeah, it because it's a perfectly symmetrical shelf. It didn't say which side to have facing up or facing down, and it's because one side's has the fine finish, the other side's the wood. So it's what do you want me to do?
Yeah.
Yes, and then be wrong later, and then have it not fit the way I want it to.
Yeah. When I first started getting these shelves, a couple times at the end of it, I was like, fuck, I did that one backwards. So then I had to go back, take things apart and put it the right way. So yeah, it's a lot of trial and error. I mean, it was the same way with building the arcade cabinets. The first one I had the worst fucking time with. Now when I get them, I can put them together pretty quickly.
Oh, that must be so fun to put those together.
They're extremely fun. They're extremely fun.
Oh, man.
Hell yeah. Luke, if I were to get a tattoo, I'd get a Hellraiser tattoo. Yes, Luke, Hellraiser is your favorite horror movie. There you go. Hold on.
And I have the things that
there
come.
You go, Luke. That's for you.
Oh yeah.
Love Hellraiser. Love Hellraiser.
Again, forgive me if you've talked about this. What are your thoughts on Hulu's Hellraiser?
It was okay. I don't think it was amazing, but it was cool. I'd say it's right in there, probably average to slightly above average. I mean, the Hellraiser franchise is kind of all over the place. They have, I personally like some of the ones that everybody hates, but then I hate some of the ones that everybody else loves. So it kind of goes back and forth. But 1, 2 are fucking classics. 3 I actually have fun with. 4 I actually have even more fun with than part 3. And then once you start getting into the other ones that are almost like a bloody version of CSI and stuff like that, there's some of them that are interesting, but it's not like a Hellraiser movie. I mean, do you know the story with those middle ones right there? Like that, it was basically Dimension. They if they had to make a Hellraiser movie every so long, or they'd lose the rights to it. So they'd be in the middle of making a movie, and the people that hold the rights to Hellraiser, they, hey, you haven't came out the movie, they'll put 15 seconds of Pinhead in it, call it a Hellraiser movie, and release it, so they keep the rights to it. So
Wow.
it's a very wonky franchise, but the new one, I love that they did something different. I wasn't mad that it was a female now, like a lot of people were. That didn't bother me. I had really nice gore in it. I wish a little bit of it looked more practical. The thing kind of looked a little dark, so I had problems with it, but it wasn't horrible at all.
Yeah.
Oh, that was gonna lead, like, speaking of specific horror movies, that leads me into my next question. What would you say that your favorite subgenre of horror is?
That's a hard one, because I love all, like, literally, I watch all subgenres of freaking horror. I literally even watch shot on video movies, which a lot of people don't like. So I'll watch everything. My favorite horror movie, though, of all time is The Thing. John Carpenter's The Thing. And the majority of it is because of the special effects. The special effects for horror movies is what got me into horror. And I as a kid, I wanted to fucking be a special effects artist. I was like, I gotta fucking learn how to do that. As I got older, I realized I don't have the patience, nor the talent, or the inventiveness to be able to do something like that. But any movie that shows me amazing special effects, I just fall in love with. I mean, Dawn of the Dead has amazing special effects. You know, slashers like Friday the 13th, all that, they have amazing special effects. Both those are actually, that I mentioned, are by Tom Savini. And then the stuff in The Thing is just, I mean, outlandishly amazing. You know, even movies like The Blob, you know, I mean, that has amazing effects in it. It's just, it's so, anything with good effects, I'm just in awe. I'd be watching just with my mouth open, you know, and that's why I'm a gore hound. I love gore. I love all that stuff, because it just shows the you know, what the effort that these people put in to make this kind of stuff, to make somebody's head get blown off and stuff. When you watch the behind the scenes, though, of it, and you see that it's this capture, that this capsule that's on their head with the wires coming out the back, and somebody on the other side that presses it and it blows off. It's so amazing to me. Fucking love it.
It is, yeah.
It's an art.
It is. It really is.
Trying to catch up here real quick. Horror and more. Sci-Fi has a marathon on horror movies today.
Ooh, that's cool.
All right.
We don't have cable.
Yeah, personally, we don't have cable, so we don't know about what the hell's going on channels. But honestly, dude, I like, seriously, like, I can't imagine by, let's just say 2030, we'll round it to 2030. I can't imagine anybody's gonna have cable by 2030.
I honestly, I don't have cable either, but I mean, I don't even know what's worse, because I mean, I have Hulu, I have Netflix, I have HBO Max, I have Paramount, I have every single one you could fucking think of. So I think somewhere in there, they have to have live TV of sci-fi. I think Hulu actually has it. So in all reality, I think I kind of have cable in a way. But
yeah, because some of them have like the live. I know they do like live sports.
Yeah.
Like on, yeah.
Okay, Chris. Okay, those are streams I don't keep up. The ones I fall asleep on.
That's awesome.
Oh my god. I actually want to do that. Like, I want to do a stream where we just fall asleep and keep it up, because I think it's actually hysterical. Like, I remember I tuned in to Chris's thing. I was like, oh, cool. Let's see what he's like. Let's see what's going on this thing.
Snoring.
And it's literally just his bedroom. And he's like, I guess he's like on the floor or something. I'm like, what the hell is this?
That's hilarious.
It's amazing.
That is funny.
Yeah. Art the Clown from Terrifier. Well, look.
Oh man, that new Terrifier movie. I mean, that is just a prime example that practical effects are still alive and well. I mean, that movie, the practical effects in that movie are fucking amazing. To be coming out in 2022, 2023, that is just incredible. That's a movie that also had me in awe. I love Art the Clown, and to be honest, I want to get an Art the Clown tattoo, because I feel like he is literally the best modern day slasher icon. You know, he's awesome.
He is, dude. I just a shameless self plug here real quick. I had him on my podcast. I had David Howard on my fucking podcast.
Really?
And here it, hold on, let me make it brighter. There it is right there.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. I would love to meet that guy. That's so fucking cool.
Yeah, he seriously is like because like you call him like a goofy goober or
I
something,
call him
like
a
because
goober.
he's so not art when you're talking to the guy.
Like he posted a picture on Instagram the other day, and he's like,
But he's like, I mean, just look at him. Like, look how happy he is.
he's such a goober. Like he's like if I were to see him, I could picture him like sitting in a coffee shop with his computer,
Oh,
like
yeah, nonchalant.
yeah, like maybe coding or something,
Yeah,
not like a
absolutely.
slasher clown wearing
Yeah.
some girl's tits or whatever. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
Awesome. But he's so talented, though. You know what? The performance that he did with that, without even being able to say or without having to say a word, I feel like he killed that so much. He's so talented.
Yeah. Yeah. He's I've actually been able to, because like we tried to get him on for we did a Terrifier watch along back in October, and he was initially going to be the guest. It didn't work out, so we ended up getting Sweet and Spooky. Everything happens for a reason. But we're definitely trying to do something again with him because one, he's just really cool about it, and two, he's just the nicest guy. I'm trying to, do I not have a, oh yeah, here we go. And then this is the one that I'm actually really proud of, is because I can't get in touch with him anymore because he's blown up. But I had Damien on as well.
Oh, wow.
So, and look what's behind him. He fucking loves movies too, man. He was talking all about how his collection's growing and everything. And
that is so cool.
He's the coolest dude. And right there, we were talking about how we're both Joe Rogan fans.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm a Joe Rogan fan too.
So fuck yeah, man.
Hell yeah.
So he was like, no way. And then he pulled up his mug. He's like, look what I'm drinking out of. So, and then I tried to get it in there. I had a Joe Rogan keychain, but it didn't show up. So
awesome.
But yeah, Damien, I can't get in touch with anymore. Like he doesn't read any messages anymore. So he's in a whole other stratosphere.
Yeah, he's moved up a notch, huh?
He has, yeah. I think that was like right as the pandemic started is when I got him on. So
that is so cool though, man. That's awesome just to be able to say that you did that though. You had that experience and everything like that. You know, that's incredible. That's really
and circling back to Robert Patrick, I asked him for 5 seconds of his time and he said no.
Wow.
I asked Damien and David Howard Thornton for an hour and a half plus of their time and they charged me nothing.
That's awesome.
Awesome. I mean, that just goes to show you.
And honestly, those are the people that you want to invest in also, not fucking assholes, you know, that aren't gonna appreciate what you have to offer and things like that. It's like, you're to be honest, you guys aren't nothing without us, you know. So I mean, you should appreciate it somewhat, you know. So that's awesome. That though, man, really cool.
This just goes to show you, because I mean, like this happens a lot on these streams, but you're really easy to talk to. So we are super behind on this chat, but I feel you. I was really into the gym, but then tore my bicep and gaining weight ever since.
Wow. Yeah, it's hard, man. Like I'm dying for my wrist to be better so I could just beast the fuck out again in the gym. It's like killing me, you know. It's tough, especially if you've lived that lifestyle for such a long time, and now you know you can't because it's fucking too painful, or you don't want to fuck something up more. It's hard, man. It's really hard, but I love the gym. Gym is a lifestyle, man. It's awesome.
What happened to your wrist? Do you mind if I ask?
I got tendonitis. So I guess it was from, I mean, my job also is very repetitive. I work in a warehouse, so it's very the same thing, lifting heavy shit all day long, fucking over and over and over again for fucking 12 to 15 hours to whatever. So the doctor said is that it's just kind of consistent using it. There's like a tendon in here and there's a band that goes around it. And he says that the things get tangled and then that band gets swollen. So they did surgery and cut it and had to loosen it and then rearrange the tendons. But I still, like, I can't move my wrist up like that. It's weird. This one won't go any further than that. If I try, it's freaking painful. So there's still stuff going on with it. And that's why I have an MRI on Monday. It's just been this long, crazy process. I've been out of work for like almost 9 months now. Okay. So, I mean, I've been having amazing family time, but at the same time, it's like, you know, when the fuck is this going to end? So, yeah.
Oh, man.
That's insane.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you, I'm sure you know the Flick Pick, John Flickinger.
I don't
on YouTube.
I don't think I do.
No?
No.
He's like one of those big, like Chris Stuckman kind of Jeremy Johns. I don't know if any of those names stick out.
Okay.
But he's the flick pick, and he's a guy who he loves movies, big shells behind him, but he's also like he was into the gym stuff, and he bulked up and everything.
Yeah.
Now he's kind of come down from that whole stuff, and he kind of talks about how he's like, like I didn't realize how at one point my neck was bigger than my head. And it's wild. I guess it is addictive, like that movie.
Just like I said, I have an addictive personality. Everything can be addictive. I mean, you get addictive to seeing your results. You're like, fuck. And then it was just like body dysmorphia. Like, okay, there's that little part there now. Now I need to work on that, And it was funny. My lady, I used to always tell her, it's like, how much bigger do you want to get? I said, I want to get so big to where you're going to have to wipe my ass when I take a shit. Like, it's just like, I don't want to be able to reach back here. So it was a joke, but yeah,
that is great.
It feels good to be huge. And then having people at the gym also be like, damn, man, you're huge. It's a good feeling, So I miss that, to be honest. I miss it. So yeah.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. No, I love that. That's hysterical.
Oh my god.
And it makes me okay. So I'm gonna share this here. I don't care if we get dinged, but it just makes me think of this, and I'm sure you've seen this movie. If you haven't, let me know. But when I think of like talking about gyms and I think of talking about all that stuff, this is exactly. Hold on, let me make it full screen so I don't spoil the surprise here. All right, there we go. And hopefully we don't get dinged too hard for this, but here we go. Have you seen this?
Is that a movie, or is that YouTube guy?
So this is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, and that's where he says, yeah, it's like coming. He's all when you come, what, it lasts 2-3 seconds? I come all day long.
The greatest feeling you can get in a gym, or the most satisfying feeling you can get in the gym, is the pump. Let's say you train your biceps. Blood is rushing into your muscles, and that's what we call the pump. Your muscles get a really tight feeling, like your skin is going to explode any minute. It's really tight. It's like somebody blowing air into your muscle. It just blows up, and it feels different. It feels fantastic.
Come on, say it, Arnold. Come on. You want
to. It's as satisfying to me as coming is. As having sex with a woman and coming. So can you believe how much I'm in heaven? I'm like getting the feeling of coming in the gym. I'm getting the feeling of coming at home. I'm getting the feeling of coming backstage when I pump up, when I pose out in front of 5,000 people. I get the same feeling. So I'm coming day and night.
Oh, that is so classic. It's not even funny.
I remember when I first seen that too. I was like, "This guy is hilarious." It's funny. My buddy actually, he went to a convention and he was at it. You know how much that guy was charging to sign an autograph?
$1,200, right? $1,200.
It was actually $600, but I was just like, "God damn!"
Well, it might have been the photo op, because I knew someone who went to that convention, because Arnold doesn't do conventions. It was in Texas, right?
I don't even remember. But it was like after he was governor. It was like right after governor.
Oh, right after? Okay. Like I thought it was like maybe in the past couple of years.
I could be mistaken, but my buddy was like saying it was like $600. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Don't you have enough money that you just want to meet your fans? Like that's a lot, dude. That is a lot.
It's a lot of money, and I wouldn't be surprised if he went up in his price, because the person I know paid $1,200 for an autograph and a photo. Wow. So
that's crazy.
Huh? No, it was Dave's sister, Kim. You know Durant Cinema?
Yeah.
So Durant Cinema's sister, Kim, she flew out to Texas, is where I think it happened, the convention. Yeah. Because she loves Arnold as well. She has a big tattoo of Arnold's face on her arm.
Wow, that's cool.
And she paid $1,200. And I still to this day don't let Dave live that down. I'm like, dude, your sister met Arnold, and Arnold's like your idol.
He's kind of one of my idols too, to be honest, man. I mean, I love fucking Arnold, man. I love Joe Rogan. Those are two people that I feel like I have a lot of shit in common with. So those two are just amazing fucking people to me.
And why the hell has Arnold not been on Joe Rogan?
You're right, man. I didn't even think of that. That's crazy. Yeah, perfect one, man. Especially Joe Rogan. They both like to work out. They would have amazing conversations.
Oh, it would be the biggest podcast of all time. Like the universe would explode.
Yeah. Man, I feel like that's such easy accessible for them to do too. That's so strange that hasn't happened.
Yep. Let's see here. Let's try to catch up here. Sorry if we're going to skip some stuff here, guys. We're just going to try to catch up. Eddie's films and stuff. What's going on, Eddie? What's going on, y'all? Eddie's going to be on FOS Live tomorrow. So he is our next guest after tonight. So looking forward to that. But
press that notifications for him.
What'd you say?
I said press that notifications for him.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Eddie's another good channel. Been loving the top 7 series, Vinicio, says Mika.
Thank you, Mika. Mika's fucking awesome, man. She's such a good person. She's so knowledgeable with her horror. Her Instagram is so fun to see all of her different little things that she does on there. Mika is fucking amazing, man.
She is, yes. She'll be coming on in FOS Live in the future with her sister. And hopefully, like, I'm waiting in anticipation. I don't have many channels with the bell turned on.
Yeah.
I have double feature podcasts turned on notifications because I want to be there when that first video drops.
Hell yeah, I'm excited too. I'm excited.
So,
that's gonna be
really
good.
Looking forward to that.
Watch her on yours also, so that's gonna be cool.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Eddie, have Haley carve that tat in with a knife.
Done.
Yeah, go method, right? Go method.
I mean, that's like a thing. You know, like people will make like carve stuff like professionally, and it's called like scarring, I think. So that when it heals, it'll scar into whatever design they carve into it.
No, thanks.
Or the burns too.
What's that?
Well, for some reason, my mind just went to
branding.
Jackass.
Oh yeah. There's people out there that literally do that shit. Not all fucked up like how they did, but I mean, it still looks nasty regardless. But they really fucked up on that one. What? Bam had like a fucking 3D version of a dick on his ass.
Yeah. He's like, I just wanted you to put like what the hell was it? Like I forget what he said, but it's like you put 3 dicks and then there's like half a ball sack. And he's like, oh, it's because you were moving. It's like you were branding me with a Oh man, that was one of the worst ones to watch. Seriously, like that one was
the healing process too. He would sew like a week later. It's like, oh man,
oh my god.
And then his she's like, that's infected. And it's like, yeah, that's infected, man. That's nasty.
And have you seen him? Because speaking of podcasts, Steve-O has a really good podcast.
Yeah, I listen to his all the time. Yeah.
He was just on. Bam was just on. And he's making a good comeback. But man, when I watch him, I'm like, what happened, man?
I know.
What happened?
He was a good-looking kid.
It's because of Ryan Dunn. That like really fucked him up in his head. That was his best friend of everything, man. Like he was best friends with him before Jackass. So as soon as he died, he went way off the fucking edge, and just like everything, all this drinking that he was already doing before, he did it like 50,000 times, and his life just went completely downhill. He started losing his mind, everything like that. So I honestly, I mean, if there's any reason, I mean, you should never destroy your life because you should try to better yourself in memorial of that person. But I mean, I get it at the same time. It's like that's a heartbreak that really sucks.
Yeah. But then, like, you look at someone like Steve-O, who's like, you would think Steve-O would be the same thing, but Steve-O looks great.
Yeah, for I mean, what he's done.
For what he's done, and like jumping off roofs and face planting onto the cement and shit. And
yep,
man, yeah.
Steve-O, he's came a long way. Steve-O's another guy, man. I really love Steve-O a lot, man. He just what he used to be and what he is now, and he still does his dumb shit, but he doesn't need all that. I mean, I don't know how he hasn't died from the drugs he did before. He was doing a lot, like crazy amount. So I mean,
and he doesn't hide it either.
What's that?
Yeah. He doesn't hide it either.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, yep. I mean, he said he's an attention whore, so he filmed every part of his life.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man, like those are like for like a lot of people. They're like, you want to meet the Jackass guys, but like specifically Steve-O, Johnny Knoxville, I would love to meet. I guess Bam just for the legacy, but I'd kind of be like, dude, like, man,
I'm sorry.
I feel so bad for you.
Steve-O is actually going to be like 30 minutes away from me at one of his concerts or his performances or whatever in like 3 days, and there's still tickets available. And I'm like literally almost about to buy them. He's actually gonna have Bam with him also. So
nice.
yeah, so I was like, fuck, I think I might have to do that.
2 for 1. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
Bam's opening for him.
Oh, Bam's opening. Okay, Haley said Bam's opening.
Oh,
Wait,
really? Okay.
Bam does comedy?
I think he's trying it.
I think so. I think that's what I saw.
He never he never struck me as like funny. Like Bam stuff, like Bam on his own, like I never laughed at Bam.
You didn't like Viva La Bam?
I never watched Viva La Bam. No.
Oh, Viva La Bam was fucking hilarious. I loved Viva La Bam.
If anything, I was more Wild Boys.
Oh, I love Wild Boys too.
Yeah,
but see, I like that stuff. You know, I almost like those shows better than the movies. Like the movies were cool, but man, I had so much fun with Wild Boys, with Viva La Bam, with all those shows like that kind of offspring that, man. That was like such a big part of my childhood. And then what was it? Then Ridiculousness started coming out, or not Ridiculousness, the Robin Big and all that. You know, that was fun too.
Yeah. I mean, it's a night and day difference when you watch OG Jackass from like early MTV days, and then you go to Jackass Forever, and it's just like, wow, like it's cool. It's really cool. Like you've clearly evolved. But man, when you watch it back in the day when they're literally on like home video cameras and everything, oh man,
you could tell on hella drugs too. Been up for like 5 days.
Yeah, yeah. But it's really cool. Like it's cool to look at it in hindsight because it's neat because in that time there's no way they could have expected where their lives were going to go, and it's cool to think of it like that. Like they're just hungry and they're and you know they're going for it, and then you go to Jackass Forever and they're just coasting.
Yeah,
it's like awesome. They don't have to do this stuff for the money. Yeah,
it's great. It's great. Yeah. Movie Collector says, is there a horror movie you don't have?
There is. I mean, there's a lot of horror movies out there, but I mean, my literally life goal is to own every single horror movie ever made. So I still have a long way to go, but I'm working on it.
Damn. Let's see here. They should do more Terminator movies. Eric, I totally disagree. They should stop making Terminator movies.
I actually only seen 1 through 3. So that's the only ones that I've seen of the Terminator series. Okay. And I like all 3 of those. So I haven't seen any of the other ones though.
Yeah, you've definitely avoided the worst. you avoided the worst. So
good. I thought you were gonna say the opposite. So I'm satisfied now. Okay.
No, I mean I have a I'm a completist, like a purist. I mean, it's T1 and T2, and I wipe my hands right there. T3 is bearable. Yeah. But it's really from 5 and on. 5 is just a dog pile, but yeah. So stop making Terminator movies. Yeah. Horror and more. Just get the whole scene tatted. No, like a storyboard.
I'm taking a storyboarding class right now.
Let's see here. Oh, what's going on, Judd? Hello, Judd. Welcome.
Hello.
Let's see here. Horror and more. Monsterpalooza is my second home. Have met so many great celebs there.
Hell yeah, Monsterpalooza was awesome.
Robert Patrick had a huge line and was charging $300 for a pick. Meanwhile, John Connor next to booth was just vaping and chilling. Well, I've actually met Edward Furlong. Yeah, he's a dude. He did a whole interview with me at his booth, and he didn't charge a thing.
Wow. Yeah. See, he's awesome too, man. I feel like his character in T2, I was just like, man, like I felt like that rebel kid like him as a kid, you know, and it was just like he's awesome, man. He's another one that went through his drugs up and down, and he seems to be doing pretty good for himself now.
He's doing good. Yeah, he's doing good. I mean, he's jerking the conventions, man. Like he's at every single one. Like even if they have nothing.
Yeah. He's not charging some astronomical thing. Isn't like maybe $40-$50, something like that, which I mean, for a celebrity like him, I feel like that's fine, dude. You know, as long as you're a nice guy when I meet you too, you know, I feel like it's money well spent, you know. It's when you start getting into 80 and 100, and more than that, that's just like, I feel like a slap in the face.
Yeah. Cody says, I've met Linda Blair once. She was very nice to me, but I have heard horror stories about her. No pun intended.
Well, you got lucky because she was extremely rude to me.
Yeah. Linda had someone blocking any type of photo from a distance. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, she does have those people. Like if they see that you have your phone up, she'll they'll get in front of it and tell you to put your phone away and all this stuff like that. It's like, wow.
Yep.
And it's like not even like you're not getting a picture with her. You just want a picture of her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, nothing tops, dude. I swear to God, I'm never going to have this ever again. So I've already peaked in my life, but nothing will top me just at my day job. Me just doing what I'm doing normally, 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And I just look over and ordering a fucking coffee is Shane from The Walking Dead, the Punisher from The Punisher. He's ordering a damn coffee. And I'm just like, what?
That is so crazy.
This makes absolutely no sense why you're here right now.
He seemed like he was cool when you met him though, too. That's awesome.
He was the nicest guy. My coworkers had no clue who the hell he was. They actually thought he was a buddy of mine.
That's so crazy.
Yeah,
because of how I was like, John? Like and then I talked about The Walking Dead to them and I could see he wasn't responding. And then I was like, okay, he's probably sick and tired of The Walking Dead talk. So and then I was like, dude, I loved your interview with Shia LaBeouf on your podcast. And right there, he was like, oh man, you should check out this episode. You should check out this episode.
That's so cool. That is so cool.
Fucking nicest guy ever. Seriously.
That is awesome.
I met Gunnar Hansen. Wow.
Nice.
Wow. Yeah. R.I.P. Gunnar Hansen. What did you think of last year's Texas Chainsaw?
I thought the story was very stupid, but I loved all the gore in it. Like I feel like that was the only Texas Chainsaw Massacre that actually had a massacre in it. You know, there was a lot of people that actually got killed in that movie.
Good point.
But the story was very stupid. I thought, like they're out there to buy this land, and then they buy the land, and then they party on the bus out in the middle of nowhere. Like so, the story was very stupid, but I enjoyed the kills. The kills were fun. So it was a fun movie.
That's a good point. I never actually truly stopped and thought about it. Like in all the movies, it's always like single kills, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like the first one. That's like that bus. Well, that bus scene is amazing. Like
that's awesome.
Just from like a comedic standpoint, where one person whips out their phone and says, "Move 1 foot and you're canceled."
Yeah, exactly. That's where I was just like, "Oh my god, really?" Slaughter just like made up for it, you know?
Yep. Oh my god, I enjoyed it. Like I'm not a big Texas Chainsaw fan, so I was like, "All right, this is fun." Yeah. This is fun.
The original is a freaking masterpiece. It's so it's like independent filmmaking at its best, you know. And then part 2 is just part 2 almost reminds me a lot of House of a Thousand Corpses. You know, they have that underground kind of fucking world, and it's really neat what they did with the effects on that as well.
Hell yeah. Gore forever. I'm up there with horror titles as VINICIO, but I've watched probably 95%.
Oh, okay. Wait. Gore forever. How many do you have?
Now
he has quite a bit. He has quite a bit. I've known him for a while now.
I was gonna say, you know him personally, yeah?
I mean, we met on Instagram. We've been talking for like years now, a few years, I think. So yeah, okay. His Instagram, if you ever want to know what's coming out when it comes to horror movies, make sure you follow his Instagram because he has all the new information of shirts, horror movies, everything. It's like he promotes horror big time.
Fuck yeah. Cody, I'm too cool for Letterboxd. I also don't know how to use it.
It took me a while to learn it too, but once you do learn it, it is very addictive and very awesome, especially if you're a huge movie fan. It's a must.
Yep. Literally the first thing. I mean, well, not even sometimes the first thing. Sometimes during the movie, I'll go on there and I'll log it.
Yep. I feel like every single time before I watch a movie, I look it up and see if anybody that I know has seen it and what they think of it. It kind of fucks me up though, because I shouldn't do that, but I can't help myself. I want to know what everybody thinks of it, you know? So
yep. Yeah. No, it's great. It's great. Holland, it's foolproof, Lepke. It is, yeah. Nick, you don't have Letterboxd? Nick.
Oh, dude, no.
Yeah, come on. You got to get Letterboxd. You got to get Letterboxd.
Big time.
Look, Luke, I do have a Letterboxd. It's just my channel name, Luke Ponto. I don't know if I'm following you, Luke, so I might have to look that up. Yes, Haley, same. I'm the handyman in my household.
Yeah.
Awesome. So because literally Nadia and we're literally saving up for it. We're coming out there this year to Hollywood for Halloween Horror Night. So Vinicio,
I'm gonna be there too.
Vinicio,
yeah,
we're coming out because Horror and More suggested, they were like, "Why don't you come out to Hollywood this year for Horror Nights?" So we should all plan.
Hell yeah, I go every single year. So yes, I'm completely down. If things align, you know, I'm very, very much down. And with me, it's hard to get time off of work. I mean, right now I have all the time off of work, but I'm sure that you know, by then I should be back to work. So it all just depends on my work schedule. But yes, that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it is confirmed. We will be there.
Yep. We are saving up for it as we speak. My goal this year is to actually remember to log my movies into Letterboxd.
It's fun. When it becomes part of the process of watching a movie, it's fun, and you'll never forget.
So well, sometimes like after a movie, I like to let it like if I'm not too certain on how I feel about a movie, I'll let it sit and like I'll sleep on it.
Yeah.
And then it's like, all right, then I'll actually log it to see if I like it or not. And then sometimes I forget.
That's awesome.
So it's like I've slept on it too long, and now it's like, oh. And so it won't be until I go on and I see that he logged, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah. Shit. Nick has new shelves coming in. Got a cool idea for movies. Hopefully they look like a picture in my head.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yep.
I'm excited to see that. Make a video out of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Did your setup turn out exactly the way you wanted it to, or did you have to kind of compromise a little bit?
Mine?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's growing. So I mean, it started one way, and then it keeps growing. So then I have to shift things over and rearrange. So it's kind of, I don't really have a vision. As long as I have a place to put my movies, and it's all in one, like all my horror movies in one spot like this, I'm satisfied with that. You know, as long, and I have them separated by boutique label and then my studio stuff. So as long as I have it like that, and then I have it even in alphabetical order. So like, here's the Scream Factories, and Scream Factories are in alphabetical order. Then Arrows, and then those are in alphabetical order, and then so on and so forth. So as long as I keep it like that and organized the way I like it, I'm fine. You know, there's not really a huge vision that I have.
Yeah. No. The same. Like we literally tonight, because while you were working, I was here at the house, and literally I just put on some music and I transported everything from the old shelf to the brand new shelves. And it's there's literally nothing more therapeutic than just alphabetizing and putting it on that shelf.
It looks good,
bro.
Yeah, it was so. And then, yeah, like you look at it and you're like, this is like, I understand why people like this. Like,
Yep.
It's beautiful to just look at. And yeah.
Visually, I swear I'll be in here all the time, and I'll just like, I could just look at it and just it makes me so happy. I feel so good about what I've done. You know, it's just like I love it. You're just surrounded by things that you love all the time. You know, and that's to me what life is all about. It's crazy that people say that, you know, you spend money on this when you could be doing something else. It's like, you know, when I was younger, I used to spend so much money at the bar. You know, being at the bar, drinking with people, and then you spend, you know, $100, $200 a night, and then the next day you're like, what the fuck do you have to show for that? You know, like you could have done that on such a cheaper scale, just being at home and drinking or doing something like that. And it's just like, all this stuff, I'm going to have until the day that I die. And then when I die, this shit's going to be worth so much fucking money. I'm going to be able to pass that over to my kids. And if they like horror movies, cool. If not, they could fucking sell them and make a killing, because, you know, that's the way I look at it.
Yep. Yeah. No, I love it, man. I get it. I seriously get it, because I went through a phase where I was like, all right, I guess I'll go streaming. I guess I'll go digital. I guess. But that didn't last long, because I guess it's just, it's either in you or it's not in you kind of thing. So, yeah.
I agree.
The double just got me the...
Move. Get out of the frame. Get out of the frame.
What?
I have that. That's my Hemnes shell.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah. Right there.
Yeah.
Right
That's
there.
I have the same one.
Okay, because I was like, what the hell is Hemnes?
Yeah, that's Hemnes. Hemnes is back there.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. I guess Atlantic is like the go-to, right? Atlantic's
that's the one I always see that fits like the most, you know. And actually, just like I think it was maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, they were on sale for like $88, man.
Yeah.
They were like 107, or even sometimes up to like 130. So I had to pick one up at that time, man. I got one. So yeah.
Yep. Oh, very cool. That's what Sharpies are for. Oh, is this in reference to the tattoo? I
Tattoos.
think. I think it's in reference to the tattoo. Miko, I'll have to look at those shelves. Luke says, I love the Hellraiser remake. It's not as good as the original.
Definitely.
They're great. Can be about 59 Blu-rays on a shelf. Okay. All
Then I
right.
might have like, I know there's like Hemnes is the set. I'm not even pronouncing that right, but you know what I mean. It's a set, and I think I have the bigger one because that could definitely be more than 59.
Yeah. Hell Revelations Judgment. Okay. Yeah, I actually have to get on watching the Hellraiser. I haven't seen a single Hellraiser
It's a
movie.
shame.
So
Really?
yep.
Oh.
No. And really the only one is the first one. Like that's the only one I'm really curious about. And
I mean,
then
it's
if it
the best
hooks me, I'll go, okay, let's go from there. But yeah, dude, like there's so many out there I haven't seen. I haven't seen any Candymans.
Oh, wow. That one, the first one, is only the one that's amazing.
Yeah.
The other two, they're fun, but they're nothing like the original. The original is legit creepy, good atmosphere, amazing score. Everything about it is just awesome. I love
How do you feel about the remake?
Candyman right there. Boom.
Hell yeah.
How do you feel about the remake?
From Jordan Peele.
Production.
Actually, it is not a remake. It is literally a continuation of the original movie. So basically, what the new one did was they eliminated the fact that there's a part 2 and a part 3, and this is the actual sequel to the original. So it literally goes like the main guy in that. That's the little boy that gets taken in the original, and so it's literally just it's basically a sequel to the original. So it's fucking awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
But that's the issue because you thought it was a remake because it's literally called Candyman. And that's the issue that I have with all these movies that do it. Scream. It's like, why, when you're a 5th movie, why would you call yourself Scream?
Yeah, that is very true.
That makes no sense. Halloween 2018. Why are you just called Halloween?
Yeah, there are 3 movies called Halloween.
In the franchise. Like everybody calls it Halloween 2018. So why wouldn't you just in your title call it Halloween 2018?
Or something.
Yeah.
Something. Yeah. Bugs the hell out of me. Anyways, Laren has a question for you. Top 3 John Carpenter movies.
So definitely The Thing. I personally like Halloween 2 better than part 1. So I'm going to say Halloween 2.
Even though he didn't direct?
He did direct part 1 and 2. It was a continuation.
He didn't direct it. No, he only wrote it.
Part 2? Okay.
Nope.
Well, fuck, I fucked up there. So I would say 1. Let me see. What?
That's it. Demoted of your horror crown.
No, he's definitely still the motherfucking horror show.
I'm kidding.
I do. You know what I like is I love Big Trouble Little China.
Okay. Haley keeps telling me to watch it because I have not watched that one.
Oh, actually, why is not the Thing? Why did I not say the fucking? Did I say The Thing?
You did, yeah.
Okay.
You said The Thing.
Sorry. Yeah, but Big Trouble Little China is such a fucking fun and different movie that he made. He made other movies that weren't horror, but that one, man, it almost like, I don't know, it almost has like tastes of Indiana Jones and like different, I don't know, the effects are really cool. The story is really outlandish. It's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Cool. Well, that was 2. So what's your 3rd? You said The Thing, Big Trouble in Little China, and...
Man, I wish I could see his filmography in front of me right now.
I'm trying to see if you're going to say my favorite John Carpenter.
Do I know your favorite John Carpenter?
Of course you know my favorite John Carpenter.
I do?
Yeah. Come on, Jimmy Neutron, Brain Blast.
I'd probably have to say They Live.
Oh,
Oh,
that's your favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Yeah, that's her favorite John Carpenter.
The whole concept of They Live is really awesome.
Is really cool. It
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
What's your favorite?
Christine.
Christine
Oh.
is a great movie too, though. Yeah.
I dig, and seriously, 90% of the reason I love that movie is the score.
Yeah, the score is amazing in that.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, when specifically the track is called Show Me. That's literally a line from the movie when he looks at Christine and he's like, show me what you can do. And she starts like turning on and oh my God. And it's the creepiest damn score.
I forgot that was a
man, that part in there where the car's all fucking beat up and it goes right back to normal. That looks so, I love that.
So cool. And they're talking about remaking Christine. How do you feel about it?
I'm interested. I'm interested. You know, it's like I always give movies the benefit of the doubt. I'll watch it. You know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't mean I'm going to like it, but you know, I welcome it. You know, the new Exorcist is going to be coming out this year too, and I love the Exorcist. So I'm curious of what they're going to do with that, especially for how revolutionary the original was. You know, and how much of an impact it made on horror. I'm curious of how they're going to be able to keep up with standards on that.
But you're not a little worried that it's David Gordon Green?
I'm worried. I'm definitely worried, but we'll see. You know, only time can tell. I'm not going to say that he's going to make it. That's judging again by, you know, just because you were this person before doesn't mean that you're going to be that person this time. So he could have improved, or you know, it could be dumb again. I don't know.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many people I've come across just on videos and stuff. They're like, you do know the guy in helming the new Exorcist movie gave us Halloween Ends, right? You do know that.
No, I know, and I hated Halloween Ends. To be honest, I kind of hated that whole trilogy of Halloween. Me personally, I'm kind of the minority, and I loved Rob Zombie's two that he made. But I hated the 18, I hated Kills, and I hated Ends even more. You know, so that was Ends was probably the worst movie I've seen in a while, to be honest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
Shit.
I despised it.
Shit. Well,
So-
did you see Jeepers Creepers Reborn?
I actually did not watch that. No, I've only seen the original 2, and 2 is okay, but part 1 is great.
Yeah, part 1's one of my all-time favorites. Part
Yep.
2 is guilty pleasure. 3 is an abomination, and I haven't seen Reborn either. So
Yeah, I kind of will probably avoid that one as much as possible, and I'll probably buy it when it's in the $5 bin so I can have a collection. You know.
well, actually, I got worried. So I own it now, but I got worried because for the longest time I couldn't find it at Walmart because that was the only place that they were selling it, at Walmart.
Mhm.
And I couldn't find it at our local one. And then I went online and people were like charging through the roof for it. I was like, what the hell just happened? Was this like a really rare thing that I just missed out on?
Huh.
And then I found a further Walmart that had a couple copies. And I was like, all right, I guess I should pick this up because I do like the first movie a lot, and I want to see how worse it could get from 3.
Huh. Yeah.
So,
I heard such horrible things about part 3. And then 4, I've heard even worse things. So yeah, I was just like, man, I don't even know. You know, it's at the bottom of my time that I want to invest in watching it. So, you know,
okay.
I have so many other things to watch and buy than that right now.
And you have time for Mika to ask you this. Vinicio, do you have a favorite final girl?
Favorite final girl. I kind of hate Jamie Lee Curtis, so it's definitely not going to be Jamie Lee. You know, it's funny when you hear the word final girl, the first thing that comes to mind is Jamie Lee Curtis, and I can't stand her because she is like on record talking about how she doesn't like horror and that she would never let her kids watch horror and that all this stuff like that. I'm just like, but you're like a horror icon. Like you shouldn't even say this kind of stuff out loud, you know, like keep those thoughts to yourself. She really gets on my nerves. But now I'm trying to think.
Oh, come on, Vinicio, admit it. You had a bad experience with Activia, and you were like,
I love Activia. Activia is
Jamie Lee Curtis.
I don't know. That's kind of a hard one. My favorite final girl.
It's not Nev Campbell.
You know what? I feel like all these questions that you guys are asking me right now are like they're my strange opinions that are so different than everybody else's that are going to make people mad. I like Scream. Okay. I have Scream face tattooed right here. I do feel like it is an overrated franchise though. There's so many better franchises out there. And like I just made on my YouTube, the top 7 Wes Craven films. And I think Scream was maybe number 7. So he's like out of his filmography, that's like my 7th favorite of his. So I feel like I like it. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's overrated. So no, Nev Campbell will definitely not be my, man, I'm going to have to come back to that one. I can't think of somebody right now. I'm sorry.
All right, Mika, he'll come back. Let's see here. Oh, we got Vin, Hard Copy Blues.
There he is. What's up, man?
Vinicio and fans? Have some family over at the house tonight, popping in to say, I really enjoy Vinicio's content. Keep the vids coming. I'll check out the replay.
Dude, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, man. You've been a cool dude this whole time.
Yeah. Love Joe Rogan's podcasts. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I watched Terrifier 2 a couple weeks ago. It was so awesome. Absolutely. Yeah. I think that is like the crowning jewel of just the horror community last year, right? That's sort of like
Big time.
You know what I mean?
I think it was my second favorite movie of 2022. I absolutely love that movie. And like I said, he's just the newest horror icon. And there really been a brand new horror icon. And to me, he fits in there with everybody else.
He sure does. Yep. Let's see here. Got to head out. Trucker Life. I'll rewatch the rest tomorrow. Much love to everyone. Vinicio, you're the man.
Thank you, Nick, man. Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Big time.
Yeah, Steve-O has come a long way. Almost killed himself. He's now sober and doing well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Thought Dark Fate was a great third installment to the franchise. Terminator Dark Fate was such a letdown, especially when you bring back Linda Hamilton and Arnold in the same movie, and you got James Cameron writing the thing or helping write the thing. Oh, God.
Dang, I didn't realize all those people were still affiliated with that one. That's crazy.
Yeah, Dark Fate, man. Like seriously, because Terminator my thing, and so 2019, I don't know if I'll ever be more hyped for a movie when Terminator Dark Fate, and it came out on my birthday.
Oh,
so it was just like the stars aligned. Like this is going to be the greatest thing of all time, and I was so sorely let down from Dark. Like it's not terrible.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people enjoy it, but I don't know. Like I don't know if you've heard spoilers. I'm not going to spoil it for you, but there's something that happens in the first 5 minutes that everyone just pisses on.
Yeah, I have a horrible memory, so by the time I actually probably watch it, I'll probably forget exactly everything you said right now about the movie.
Oh, okay.
I don't. It doesn't matter if you spoil it.
Nah, just in case anyone watching hasn't seen it.
You're good.
I don't want to spoil it, but no. I don't, what you haven't even wait. You've seen Dark Fate, right?
Isn't that the one where Arnold's like a grandpa?
Yeah, he's like old.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You don't remember how it opens?
No.
Well, there you go. She doesn't even remember how it opens.
See, bad memories, man.
There you go.
I also did a lot of drugs when I was younger, but now, I guess I'm paying for it.
Dark Fate is my top 5. What? Dark Fate is your top 5? What does that even mean?
Aren't there only 5? No, there's 6.
No, there's 6. So, but wait, Dark Fate is my top 5. I don't know what that means, Nadia.
Like favorite movies of all time?
Yeah. What? Top 5 favorite movies of all time? Terminator Dark Fate? Whoa. No, there's no way. Nadia, let me know. There's no way it could be your top 5. What's up, Brian? Brian goes blue. Vinicio's
Brian goes blue. Yes. What's up, dude?
Let's see here. Happy Friday the 13th, guys. What's your favorite Friday the 13th film? Yeah, I mean, it's just inevitable that would pop up. So, Vinicio, take it away. You're the guest.
My favorite is part 4, the final chapter.
Part 4.
There you go.
I've admittedly only seen the first one, and I think it's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
You need to proceed then, because part 1 is not even close to my favorite. That one, it's good, but what it comes into as a franchise is so much more than part 1.
Yeah.
You look at that as just the beginning of the story, not as a great movie, then it's awesome, but it just keeps proceeding. Part 1, the mother, and then part 2, he comes back and he has the bag over his head. Part 3, he actually finally gets a mask, and then after that, it's just fucking slaughter central. So it's awesome. You got to keep going.
Keep going. Yeah.
I mean, how I've been is so. When I first got into horror, so like ages ago, I was so anti-sequel. So I was so like, it was more so like quality over quantity. So I wanted to see like all like little bits and pieces of all these different franchises just to say that I have, rather than I'll start with one and then I'll finish all of them and then I'll go to the next franchise.
Right.
So I've seen like the first of a lot of franchises.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, and that's it.
That's it.
I'm a sequel hound. I fucking love sequels, but that doesn't discredit. I love originals also. They're fucking amazing. Some are masterpieces, but I love sequels. I'm like, especially like sequels in the 80s and 90s. Like they're just all so fucking much fun. It's a little bit different when they do sequels nowadays. I don't know why. It could be because of the CGI. It could be because I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's just different than it was in the 80s and the 90s when it came to sequels.
Yep. I'm going to cheat here because I know it's technically not part of it, but I'm going to say Freddy versus Jason.
Freddy versus Jason is fun.
I'm gonna say Freddy versus. That's the one that I'm most nostalgic for. Because I know it's franchise, but I know that's like the black sheep of the whole thing.
I think it's fun. I see
then,
that theaters. That was a good time.
Yeah, it's just the most fun. I mean, God, like, and nothing else has like come out that's been to that level of just pure fun. When it comes to like versus movies, like Alien versus Predator, I haven't seen Godzilla versus Kong, so I don't know anything about that. But like Freddy versus Jason, man, it's just a blast.
Yeah.
And then maybe the remake. The remake is, I think, really solid.
Oh yeah, the remake was actually pretty good. It's funny. I remember watching the remake when it first came out, and I hated it. And then before I got the box set, I happened to stumble upon that movie, and I watched it. I was like, damn, that was actually pretty fucking good. I actually enjoyed it. So I guess it took me another watch, and I actually enjoyed that remake.
Yep.
Vinicio, question, because like you're so very passionate about like that you love John Carpenter's The Thing, like that's your favorite. What movie do you passionately hate?
Oh God, the list could go on, right?
Yeah, it can go on. Like a movie that everybody loves that I hate, or like just any random fucking movie.
Well, hold on. Now it sounds like we're doing KB loves movies.
No.
Thing too. So
well, a horror movie, of course, but one like just a movie that like personally my horror movie that I will passionately diss on, and I'm so sorry because you did say you had it as a part of your horror sleeve, is Phantasm.
Oh, I love it. See, again, you should watch part 2 because part 2 is way better than the first one.
That's what people keep saying, and I might have to, but I think you're gonna have to strap me down in order for me to sit through it. Like, I will like bash on that movie till the day I die. I don't even get me started. But like a movie like that's horror related for you.
I'm not the biggest fan of The Howling, and a lot of people like The Howling. I thought that movie was extremely boring. When it comes to werewolf, I much rather prefer American Werewolf in London. I find I don't know if I see, but that's not fair because I don't passionately hate it. I just don't like it. I always have to keep looking over to my movies, so I apologize.
Yeah. No, it's okay. They're like on the spot questions.
Yeah.
While you're looking, Brian says just finished watching Jason Takes Manhattan.
Where did he take it to?
What did you think? Because I know that was on my my top 7 most hated sequels that I actually like. I think that was episode 5 of my 7 Opinions of Death. I'm curious of what Brian thinks of that one.
Wait, who has Manhattan now? Is it Jason or the Muppets?
But now what's funny is, Cody, on the flip side, Jason Takes Manhattan is my favorite from the franchise.
I love it. Yeah, I like that one. It's not my favorite, but I have a blast with it. And I actually have the vinyl from fucking Waxworks. Man, that is probably the coolest cover on a Waxworks vinyl also for the soundtrack. It's really fucking neat.
Have you seen the poster for, and I'm asking Haley because I'm sure Vinicio's seen it. Have you seen the poster for Jason Takes Manhattan? Like one of the original posters?
No, but I want to know who has Manhattan now.
It is actually a really sweet looking poster. So I'm going to pull it up here. I'm sure everyone's seen it.
I hated the rental. Was one of the ones that I hated.
The rental from Dave Franco.
Yeah, and it's I used to like James Franco, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna support his brother. For one, it's a Scream Factory, so I had to buy it anyway. But then when I watched it, I was like, okay, it's starting off cool, and then at the end, I'm like, what the fuck is everybody blowing this movie for? Like, this movie is a piece of shit. It was so all over the place. Not very much happened. It was stupid. Yeah, I love that cover.
Look at that. That is genius marketing right there.
Jason New York.
That is because it's the classic I Heart New York, right? And then he's just slashing through it. But someone did point out, it might have been on Dave McCrae's channel. He's a great YouTuber. But someone pointed out that it's just like a little dopey knife he's using right there. It's not like he has like a blade, right? Like, why is it a knife?
Oh, you're right. It looks like Chucky's knife. Yeah,
like what? Like Jason's supposed to have like a giant blade, right?
It's the machete that he's supposed to have.
Yeah, so why is it a knife?
Yeah, I never noticed that.
But yeah, for some reason I don't know anything about that movie. I just know that is like it has a killer poster.
It's funny because it's called Jason Takes Manhattan, but literally there's probably maybe 20 minutes of it where they're actually in Manhattan. The majority of it is they're on a boat going to Manhattan. So, I mean, that alone shows you how kind of silly it is. But I mean, it's your typical Friday 13th movie, just not in the woods, and stuff like that. So it's fun, man. It has good kills in it. And then the parts where you do see Jason walking down the street in Manhattan is just like, who the fuck ever thought you'd see that? So it's fun, man.
There he goes, just walking down the street.
Do my diddy dum diddy do.
Oh my god, I love it. Nadia says, "Hell yeah, let's go! Halloween Horror Nights 2023."
Hell yeah.
Dude, so excited for it.
Did you see that they're doing the thing in Vegas now?
I saw that, and I saw the backlash against it. Did you see the backlash against it? Everyone was like, "Why the fuck Vegas?"
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you do it? Like
the money, man. They know they know that anybody that goes over there, people get drunk and party, and it's just one more thing that they can maximize off of in Vegas. So I mean, it makes sense on a financial stance, but at the same time, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. So you're not privy to it. It's
No.
I don't know what it is. It's gonna sort of be, I guess, because they had a thing at Hollywood, Universal's Hollywood. I don't know if they still do, but it was like a year-round Walking Dead attraction.
Yeah, they actually recently took it out.
They took it out? Okay.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be something like that, but it's going to be in Vegas, and it's going to be all Halloween Horror Night themed.
Yep.
All year round?
All year round, yeah. Continuously updated.
Yep.
And it's going to Vegas for some reason. And then Universal, this has nothing to do with Halloween Horror Nights, but Universal announced they're doing something in Texas, like in terms of like a park.
Oh,
so,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Universal's expanding, but it's leaving a lot of us puzzled.
Yeah, hot take. Like, I know I say I could be in HHN like 24/7, like that could be like my heaven on earth.
Same.
However, the part of the excitement comes from the buildup.
Yeah.
So it's like
teasers, like, oh, they're building this over here by Jurassic Park, that's like, yeah, the buildup is cool. So
yeah, it's the like, you're waiting all year, like little announcements sprinkled out and more as you get closer. And then the elusiveness like of it, you only have this amount of time to experience it, and then it's gone until a whole nother year.
Yeah.
So it's like, if it's just here all the time, where's the excitement coming from?
That is very true. That is very true. That makes perfect sense.
Kevin, Nadia's significant other, said, "Bro, that would be sick. The more, the merrier." Yeah, I kind of realized I just was like, "Hey, let's all do it." I didn't even go like, "Are you guys cool with that?" Like, but it's VINICIO we're talking about, so of course you're gonna be cool with it, right? Let's see here. Nice Lepke. My favorite is part 4, says Brian. My favorite is part 4
of Friday 13th. Yes, mine too.
There you go. Holy shit, we got Gus.
Gus.
Hi, FOS and everyone. Let's see here. Movie Collector says, every time I organize my movies, it brings back my video store memories.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Man, those video store memories are amazing.
Yep. Oh, look at this. Laren knew it. Christine is Ed's favorite.
Oh, whatever.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, that's why he's one of the best moderators out there. Mama Blu-ray popping in to just say Christine is fabulous.
Mama Blu-ray.
Oh, Laren, hashtag team Jamie Lee Curtis.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
and then Cody says team Corey. I love it. I love how divisive. I just love how divisive it is.
Corey is the best final girl.
And I have a theory. He's the best final girl. I have a theory that David Gordon Green and company just did that because they wanted to. They just wanted to revel in dividing.
Yeah,
they wanted to revel in dividing.
Yeah, I agree with that. And the funny thing about it too is that I'm not passionate about it to where it's like, oh, if you like it, I can't stand you, in any way, shape, or form. We are all entitled to our own opinions, and I respect everybody's opinion. But yeah, I feel like they did want to go a completely different direction and kind of shock, make themselves stand out on the others. And I get, but it just wasn't for me personally.
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I mean, think about it. 20 years from now, we're more likely going to be talking about Halloween Ends than we're going to be talking about Halloween, I don't know,
Seasons of the
7,
Witch.
Yeah.
Oh.
7, 8, whatever, you know, like one of those ones.
Definitely. Yeah.
Phantasm was a snoozer for me, says Horror and More.
Have you watched part 2 though? Part 1 is slow, so you kind of gotta like really be able to appreciate it if you like that movie. But part 2 is fucking action packed. It has great effects. I'm telling you, part 2 is where it's at, top notch.
There you go.
Like I don't know, just something about the tall man. Like I feel like I could deck him. Like, I feel like I could get him. I'm only 5'2" on a good day, and I feel like I could get his
But
ass.
he's also kind of magic though, because in one of those things he picks up a casket with one fucking hand out of a grave and puts it in his trunk. So he's pretty fucking strong.
I could take him.
Well, he's dead now in real life, so you can.
You could definitely take
I
him
could
out.
Easy.
The Muppets Take Manhattan, speaking of taking stuff,
Yeah.
was pretty legit as well, says Cody.
I said that. I was like, who has Manhattan? Is the Muppets or Jason?
Yep. Well, pretty soon Ghostface is taking Manhattan, coming in March.
Who has Manhattan and where are they taking it?
Did you guys watch the Muppets Haunted Mansion one?
No.
Oh, I think it came out not last year, but the year before. It's fucking awesome. If you have Disney Plus, watch it. It's very short and it's hilarious. It's the Muppets in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland. It's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
We're doing that right after the stream.
Yeah, you showed me.
Please message me on Instagram and let me know what you think if you guys really do watch it, because
We
it's
will.
so much fun. So much fun.
You said it's like short, so yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 or 40 minutes, I think. It's not a
Oh, we
full
have
length
to.
movie, but it's fucking fun.
Oh, we have to.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We watched Manhattan because Coco hasn't seen all the Jason films, and that was the next one on our list. I love it. There's a lot of cool kills, and him on the subway.
Yes. 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 Awesome. I love it. Yes. Yeah. Him in the subway and that fucking turns into a little boy and he's all shaking with the green mush on him. It's awesome.
Yeah. Gavin, Mud, Nelson, what's going on? Hey there, I made it. Yes, you did. We are here. That's the signed poster I have in my room. Oh, of
the Jason poster
this one, Jason. You have that in your room?
signed.
Signed by I assume Kane Hodder signed it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty neat. What's up, Laren? Everyone's saying, hey,
Missed you
fuckers. Yeah, well, Gavin, I know why you are absent. Like, you messaged me and you told me why. So I understand what's going on there, but it's good to have you back, dude. Paramount actually got in trouble for using that I Love New York poster.
Oh, wow. That makes sense, though, too, huh?
Damn. Well, who what, the city of New York?
City of New York? Mad.
Like, what the hell? Like, that's brilliant marketing. Like, I don't care if it's defecating on it. It's like, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Come on. God.
Can't be copywritten, can it?
No sense of humor. Looks like we all have to meet up in Vegas. Oh, for HHN.
Or just to meet up in Vegas.
Yeah, let's just all meet up in Vegas.
We should all meet up in Vegas at the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid.
That's awesome.
I mean, Cody, that is why that's what I was thinking. Las Vegas has new people daily from all around the world, so that's why they're opening it for year round.
It's all about the money for them.
Yep, absolutely. My favorite Friday is part 5, and I don't mind Roy. You're my boy, Roy.
Yeah, I like part 5 too. Yeah, I definitely like part 5.
Movie Collector.
VHS as a kid, I used to watch all the time. That one was on VHS.
Yeah, VHS. Ugh. Love it. We seriously need to find those cables because we have one like a VHS player, but we don't have the right cables to plug it in.
I keep forgetting because I could just order them.
Yeah.
eBay, you get those things cheap.
Yeah.
There you go. Movie Collector. My favorite final girl is Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street. She was great in New Nightmare.
That is a fucking good one. I might have to steal that because she's fucking amazing, man. Yeah. I was in love with her as a kid too.
Yep. And they're bringing out Movie Collector. I don't know how familiar you are with Dave McRae or the horror show channel, but they're doing a fan film called Dylan's New Nightmare. Do you know about this, Vinicio?
I did not know. Never heard that.
So they're doing a fan film. It's coming out this year, I think. And it's going to be a direct continuation after New Nightmare. And they're bringing back, they got Miko Hughes, who played Dylan.
Wow.
Like the little kid in New Nightmare.
Yeah.
He's reprising his role all these years later. So.
They better have his little T-Rex also.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I actually think that was one of the perks because it was like an Indiegogo thing.
Really?
So if you supported them, they you get a replica Rex.
That's awesome.
So let's go get some fishing gear, Haley. What does that mean?
Bass Pro Shop pyramid. Do you know this?
No, I haven't. Wait, what did you say about Bass Pro Shop? She said something about Bass Pro Shop?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Say it again. Say it again.
You said we were all gonna meet up,
In
or somebody said, Gavin said we're all gonna meet up in Vegas. Like, and you said, oh, at HHN, and I said, no, we're meeting up at the Bass Pro Shop pyramid.
But I think I didn't hear you because I immediately followed it up with another thing. So my bad. Yeah, Bass Pro Shop, sure. Why not?
But it's a pyramid.
I don't understand it. The city of New York thought the poster would be negative as they were trying to clean up the violence in the city.
Well,
that's funny.
That's funny.
Trying to clean up the violence in the city.
Well, Joker 2019. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, but Joker's Gotham.
Yeah, but still, it's New York.
Yeah, it seems a lot of very New Yorkish.
It gives off New York vibes. It's not supposed to take place in New York. You know that, right? It's Gotham.
No, I know. I
okay. As long as you know, like, it's not actually supposed to be New York.
I know, but I'm just saying, like,
it definitely gives off New York vibes. Yes.
Like, I'm not gonna say they're in Texas.
And they wanted people to come visit. I think they would have had more people come visit had they kept the poster.
Yeah.
I know I would want to come more.
Hell yeah. You're like Arnold. It's like coming. Like coming. When I go to New York, I'm coming all the time.
When I see this poster, I'm just coming.
Oh, damn, dude. Well, let's fire off some random rapid questions here. We're approaching 2 hours, so that's where we like to keep it, around that 2 hour mark.
That's when I get hungry.
That's when she gets hungry. That's when I have to use the bathroom. All that stuff. So let's see here. I'm just going to throw out 2 names. You have to pick one that you prefer over the other.
Okay.
So here we go. This first one, be very, very easy, I think. Jamie Lee Curtis.
No, next.
Jamie Lee Curtis or Nev Campbell?
Nev Campbell.
Now, when I ask you this and you answer, what are you basing it on?
Her fucking interviews.
Okay. The person themselves.
Yeah. Person of her. Yeah. It's okay. And honestly, I'm sorry. Anybody that is so just disses us. I feel like they're dissing us as a horror fan. You know, it really rubs me the wrong way. And don't get me wrong, I mean, I still watch her stuff. You know, I just watched Prom Night the other day. So it's not that I don't watch it, I just don't like her, you know. So I prefer Nev Campbell.
Okay. You have one?
Oh, me.
I like to put you on the spot.
I know.
You put me on the spot.
Yeah, Nev Campbell.
No, like to ask.
Oh.
Because who cares what we think? We're the hosts. It's all about VINICIO.
Oh, well, that's even worse. Worse for me to come up with questions.
All right, Psycho 2.
Psycho.
do I have to keep going here? Like,
I'll think of something.
Do they have the Psycho house over in Florida also, or only over here in Hollywood?
They did at one point. They had the Psycho house, because I know they filmed Psycho 4 at Universal in Florida.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Well, I'm not going off of your thing. I just have other questions.
Oh, whatever.
Oh, question. What is your favorite
scary movie?
Right. Who's your favorite of the Universal monsters?
I'm huge. I love Frankenstein, man. I think Bride of Frankenstein is such a powerful and impactful movie. I fucking love that movie so much. That one, and I do enjoy The Invisible Man also.
Yes.
But yeah, and then even the Abbott and Costello versions of it too, fucking awesome. It's such a fun time. But those 2 characters I like the most. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite decade of horror?
The 80s, right?
Yeah, it has to be the 80s.
Yeah.
Blood and guts and glory.
Yeah.
Have
you seen? Okay, so this is just going to be a have you seen kind of thing.
Okay.
Have you seen Hollow Man?
Yes, love it.
Yeah, no, it's great because you said Invisible Man, so it just like triggered me in my head. Have you seen Barbarian?
Yes, I liked it.
Liked
Okay,
it,
all
didn't
right.
love it.
I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd, so that's pretty damn good.
That's pretty damn good. That's 1
Yeah.
from 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also 1 from 3.
Have you seen? I'm looking over because we have some like frames of stuff here. Have you seen Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Yes, I have. Well, wait, have I?
The one with Keanu Reeves and Gary Oldman.
No, I have not.
Haven't seen that one?
No.
My question. You're done. Even though you've seen so many horror movies, like more than I could count on both my hands, like what is one movie that we'd probably be surprised that you haven't seen? Either a popular one or something that like anybody would know, or just one that you haven't gotten to.
I've only seen the original Aliens.
Alien or Aliens?
Which is the first one?
Alien.
That's the only one I've seen.
Okay.
You haven't seen any of the others?
Well,
None of the
take your advice and see the sequel.
I've heard that. I've heard that. And I don't know why. There's a few times that I've had the box set in my cart, and for some reason I always pass it up. So yeah, I do need to watch it. And I've heard great things, and I haven't.
And James Cameron and Stan Winston and great shit.
You haven't seen the Alien versus Predator?
I have not, but I do love the original Predator, and I have fun with Predator 2.
Do you consider Predator a horror movie?
It's right on the cusp, but it's in my horror section. So
okay, there you go.
Do you consider the first Terminator a horror movie?
I have that. No, I have that in my section.
Action, sci-fi.
Yeah.
Some other people are asking questions here, but first, Gavin wanted to say, anyone else better than Jamie Lee Curtis? Man, a lot of hate on Jamie Lee tonight.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. You know, I don't just look like an asshole. So,
Movie Collector, the teaser trailer for Jason Takes Manhattan was better than the whole movie. Oh boy, I guess Mama Blu-ray is Team JLC because she's taking Jamie Lee over Nev. Kevin wants to know, VINICIO, your guilty pleasure movie.
Guilty pleasure movie. Probably anything Full Moon, man. Okay, I'll tell you what a real guilty pleasure movie of mine is that everybody hates, but I fucking have a whole backstory to it, is Puppet Master versus Demonic Toys. I remember when that movie aired on Sci-Fi, and it is extremely cheap, is extremely corny, is extremely silly, but I can watch that movie like a little kid and just be laughing and just I have so much fun with that movie. And it's not a masterpiece. I don't rate it 10 out of 10 or anything like that, but it is a guilty pleasure of mine. I watch it every Christmas, and I enjoy it.
So it's a Christmas movie.
It is a Christmas cheap sci-fi made horror movie. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of like my relationship with any of the Rob Zombie movies, because like objectively they are not good movies. Like I'm specifically talking about like the Firefly trilogy. But it's like,
wait, did you say they're not good movies? The Firefly,
like objectively, like from like a critique, like wine swirling filmmaking standpoint, but I love those movies.
The Three from Hell I didn't like too much, but the first two, in my opinion, are fucking masterpieces. And I actually love Rob Zombie. He has some duds in there, like 31, but like Lords of Salem, that is a fucking that movie is another one that took me a couple watches to actually enjoy it. And now I fucking love Lords of Salem. That movie's psychotic. And I love Rob Zombie's raw, gritty fucking style. Like he just does some raw, crazy stuff in there. It's almost like exploitation horror. He's kind of doing like a throwback in his stuff. But yeah, the first two, House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects, are masterpieces.
I love Devil's Rejects. I love that movie so much, and I will defend it till the day I die. But it's like people are just like, no, he just makes a movie for people who are white trash. That is all his movies are white trash. And I'm like, fine, then so be it. I'll be white trash.
Style. Why hate on somebody's style? That's what he does. That obviously probably has something to do with the way that he grew up. He's just expressing himself. So it's awesome. It's raw. Go ahead.
It quite literally is the way he grew up. Because did you see his episode of Rogan?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Actually, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Man, yeah. Yep. You're right. Yep.
So you learned a lot on that one because he was like, it's all I've ever really known.
Exactly.
So-
Did you guys have the haunted House of a Thousand Corpses over there in Florida?
Yes.
We did, yeah.
That's just awesome.
Yep.
You said he asked, "What about?"
Oh, I
the
said, what about
monsters?"
the monsters?
Visually, it was awesome. I just found the comedy fell really flat. The story was kind of out there, but visually it was really cool. But other than that, I wasn't a huge fan. But I also don't have much knowledge of how the monsters used to be. I never really watched the monsters, so I don't know too much to compare and contrast as well.
Okay, same, likewise. Movie collector, Vinicio, Chucky or Leprechaun?
Chucky.
Chucky.
I like Leprechaun though as well, but I prefer Chucky big time.
Gavin wants to know, are you a fan of Giallo films? Giallo.
So here's my thing with Giallos. I normally do not like Giallos, but one of my favorite directors is Dario Argento. So Dario Argento's Giallos get a huge pass for me because I feel like they're almost all masterpieces. So I love his Giallos. I love Lucio Fulci's, the ones that he has that are Giallos. But the majority of Giallos that are out there, I'm not the hugest fan. They're a little bit too slow for me with not enough substance. But that's just me personally. But Dario Argento, like I said, majority of the movies that he makes are Giallos, and he's one of my favorite directors ever, and his movies are fucking phenomenal to me. So, yes, but at the same time, no.
Go ahead.
What's a Giallo?
A Giallo is like a murder mystery kind of movie. It's basically there's a killer, and you're trying to figure out who the fuck it is. It's
Who the fuck it is?
basically what I guess. This is just from what I heard. I'm not a fucking expert with it, but Giallo supposedly means yellow in Italian, and that has something to do with the yellow tape or something like that. So it's kind of an investigation movie, but turned horror. So it's an Italian thing.
Like Colonel Mustard, yellow.
Like
Clue.
The tape that they put around a crime scene.
Crime scenes.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. So would Saw be considered like the franchise?
I mean,
No,
if you really look at it and look at it that way, I mean, Scream, I guess, is kind of a Giallo, you know? So, I mean,
Giallo is specifically like Italian, right?
Oh.
It is.
Oh.
But yeah. So, I mean, but the style is like, you know, there's that killer and trying to figure out who it was. They keep killing random fucking people, you know, and it's a masked person or just an invisible person. You're only seeing the knife or something like that. So that's kind of the way the Giallos normally play.
I've always been a proud female.
Cody says Nev is my future ex-wife, so I got to go with Nev.
Why ex-wife?
Gavin says Rob Zombie rules. I think 31 is his best, to be honest, but I'm still glad that you like his work, Vinicio.
Oh yeah, I love Rob Zombie. To be honest, I like his music too.
Yeah. Gavin follows it up with, if you like Rob Zombie, you might be a redneck.
Oh no!
And Movie Collector says, what's your guys' favorite zombie movie? Well,
Dawn of the Dead.
What? Which one?
Dawn of the Dead, the original.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah. I see where you took that. I took it as what's your favorite Rob Zombie movie.
Oh shit!
No, he might actually be, or they might be asking, what's your favorite zombie movie?
I took it as zombie movie.
Zombies.
That could play both roles. We were talking about Rob Zombie, and we were talking about different kinds of. So yeah, if it was Rob Zombie, I would say probably. Man, it's kind of a tie between House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects. I really like those two equally. They're very, very different, but I like them equally. And then if we're talking about actual zombie films, it's going to be Dawn of the Dead, the original.
Dawn of the Dead, the original.
Yeah.
Okay. If we're going Rob Zombie, I'm going to go Halloween 2007. And if we're going just straight regular zombie movies, I'm probably going to have to go with 28 Weeks Later.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, I like that. I actually like that better than 28 Days Later.
Yeah, those are both good picks.
And if I had a glass, like a little shot glass, I'd say here's the 28 months later whenever we get that third movie.
Cheers.
Yeah.
And
if we're talking Rob Zombie, The Devil's Rejects, but if we're talking zombie movies, it's It's very hard for me to say.
Might I suggest Warm Bodies?
I was gonna say that. I was gonna actually.
No, I know. Yeah.
Have
you seen Warm Bodies?
Yes, it was a while ago when I seen it, but I have seen it. Yeah, it's very good.
I
And
saw
it's
it
got a
first came
sick
out.
ass steelbook coming out in February.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to grab that because I do not own that movie, so that's a perfect time to get it. Yeah,
One of the Lionsgate Best Buy steelbooks.
awesome.
Yep.
You know something that's fucked up is that my Best Buy no longer carries movies over here, so I have to order them all online if I
It
want them.
completely got rid of every movie.
Every single one of them.
Wow.
Yep.
Well, that's just telling you that's the future right there, man.
Which is sad. It's fucking sad.
Yeah. So anyone else? Because you're on the West Coast, so all us East Coasters, get ready. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming.
I was gonna say, if not Warm Bodies, like depending on the day you ask me, I would say Train to Busan.
Train to Busan.
That was a very good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that I don't get scared very easily, scared and I can't go to sleep tonight.
Yeah.
But, I remember when I first watched that one, I watched it alone, and I was literally looking behind me. I don't know, I was just so on edge. That movie gave me anxiety, but in the best of ways.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that's to me the best feeling. A movie that could do that to me is just always gonna be an awesome movie because that's what I crave. That's what I search for.
Yeah, I closed my doors. I was like, I just have to stay in here, and then I'll be okay.
Yeah.
Giallo has very specific tropes. There's a good documentary on Shudder about them if anyone wants to learn about them. What is it called, Gavin? Give us the name here.
I believe it's All Colors of Giallo, which I believe I own.
Yellow.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, it was released by Severin. I thought I had it.
Nice. Pull out the last Vinegar Syndrome you've seen, Vinicio, and tell us how you liked or hated it.
It was this one, The Invisible Maniac, and it was actually way more entertaining than I thought it would be. But it's basically like a sleazy version of The Invisible Man. So kind of, I mean, if you thought Hollow Man was bad with how his mindset as a man being invisible, it's even worse here. So yes, that's
shit. I might have to check that out. Hollow Man is I adore Hollow Man.
Yeah, I do. But it's not as good as Hollow Man. But I'm just saying his state of mind, he goes invisible, and what's the first thing he wants to do is see a girl naked.
Yeah.
Like in this one, it's the sleazier version of it.
Wow. All right. Holy shit. Well, there you go. There you go, Brian. Vin says, popping back in, family left. LOL. Vinicio, have you seen The Devil's Candy?
Yes, I love that movie, man. I love that movie. And the main actor, I forgot his name, but he was in Can't Hardly Wait back in the day. That is a fucking great movie. Yes, I have seen that movie. I love it.
There you go. And then Laren agrees with you. The Devil's Candy is really good.
Hell yeah.
Are you a fan of the Dawn of the Dead remake?
I actually do like it, yes. The thing that I don't understand, though, is I watch the behind the scenes because everything looks like it's CGI. So it's like, why the fuck did they do CGI? And then if you watch the behind the scenes and the special features, it was actually practical effects, but they put CGI over it. So I don't know why they did that, but I liked it. And I wish they would have just took out the CGI, but I did like it a lot.
Cool. I love Hollow Man. Cody, I love you for loving Hollow Man. I have it on the way, so get ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Get ready. It's one of Kevin Bacon's best.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of Maniacs, have you seen the remake of Maniac with Elijah Wood?
I have not actually, and I love Maniac. And I've also heard that remake is really good, and I have not checked it out yet. I need to.
All right. And then last comment, Ethan Embry. I don't know what that means. Ethan Embry.
I don't know either.
I also love Lamp.
Lamb.
Oh, yeah, I got that one too. That one's actually really good. That one's
Lamp.
fun.
It's just a movie called Lamp.
It's it's like a fucking here it is.
Yeah, I love lamps. Lamp.
Oh, The Lamp. Okay,
Yeah.
The Lamp.
I remember.
I just like that sentence.
Is it
on
like a
phone.
sleazy genie?
It is a genie, but it's not. It's not sleazy. He's like. It's a lot of fun. It was actually
But honestly, you could make a sleazy genie movie.
big time. You
That's
could turn
funny.
it sleazy.
Oh my god, that's hysterical. Oh, speaking of genies, because now my mind just went to Will Smith. Did you see Eddie Murphy's speech at the Golden Globes?
Yeah.
That was, did you see it?
Mm-mm.
That was amazing. Where he was like, because at the end he like accepted some Lifetime award, and at the end he was like, "There's 3 secrets to success in Hollywood: pay your taxes, mind your own business, and keep Will Smith's wife's name out your fucking mouth." And the whole room just erupted. I was like,
because at the beginning I thought he was really going to say something heartfelt.
yeah, me too.
Oh shit, this guy. That's awesome.
That was so good. But he was like, pay your taxes,
Yeah,
mind your business, and keep Will Smith's wife's name out your fucking mouth. Oh man, Eddie Murphy.
Heck yeah.
The Nutty Professor.
Oh
Sherman,
yeah.
Sherman.
How do we feel about the GOAT, Nick Cage, playing Dracula?
I think it's going to be fun. I mean, it's more like a comedy, it looks like. So, I mean, you got to take that aspect. It's not going to be serious. So I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah, Renfield is what it's called.
Yep.
Renfield. Yeah. Looking forward to it.
Me too.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here, guys. Embry is the guy and Can't Hardly Wait. Joe Lynch.
Yes, that's right. My bad. He said it. I'm still dumbfounded. Like, who is he talking about? Yes, that is him. My bad.
And then Laren's really following up here with Joe Lynch directed Mayhem.
Yes, Joe Lynch. Damn it. He has a podcast too. That's actually pretty interesting. I think it went full Patreon now, but it is interesting.
Nice. Another guy named Joe with a podcast.
Yeah, no, right?
Lepke says, I love Lamp is actually a quote from Anchorman.
I love Lamp.
I haven't seen Anchorman, so I have no idea.
You never seen Anchorman?
It's in the collection. I found it at Big Lots for like $2.50. So
it's part of the 37% of the movies you haven't seen.
Yeah, so I gotta watch that movie.
Yeah.
Well, there we go, dude.
Awesome.
We could keep going, man. We literally could probably fall asleep eventually on this thing. Like that's how far we could keep going with this thing. And based on the fact that Chris isn't with us anymore, I think he might have fallen asleep. So that's unfortunate. But first and foremost, thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight, because without the chat, we don't really have much going on here. I mean, we could talk to Vinicio, but you guys really, you know,
have all the questions.
Yeah, you have all the questions.
And the funnies.
You keep it interactive, and that's really what FOS Live is all about. But also getting to know the guests, which, I mean, we started with tattoo talk. So I had no idea that's how that was going to start.
Definitely.
But that's what it's all about. And
well, I couldn't have him on our channel and not mention
talk about
his tattoos.
Yeah. There's no need to promote because, well, your channel's right down below, and go subscribe to it. Plus, we don't want to copy everyone else and like go promote yourself. Yeah. But if there's any last things you'd like to say, the floor is yours.
I'm happy to be here, man. I had a blast with you guys. I feel like this time just flew by right now. And whenever that happens, you know, time flies when you're having fun. So it was really cool to meet you guys. I really enjoy your guys' channel as well. You know, I watched some of your guys' watch alongs and these little things like this. Really freaking cool. So I appreciate you guys having me here, man. I had a blast. Thank you.
Yeah. Always welcome back.
Awesome.
Always welcome back. And we're just going to see what everyone is saying here. And then we're going to just tell you what's coming up here for the channel. Let's see here. This was a great conversation. Thanks to all 3 of you for hanging out. Good night, everyone.
Awesome.
Right back at you, Laren. Have a great night, everyone. You too, Cody. What do we got? Gavin, let's all just get our blankies and fall asleep on here. I'm telling you, if you want to see that happen, well, I don't think they're on anymore, but go subscribe to Mystery Entertainment and you'll follow him on his live streams, and then he'll fall asleep.
I need to check that out.
It's hysterical.
But he doesn't keep them up, so you have to catch them live.
So you got to be in the moment.
Yeah, okay.
You guys are great. Have a great Friday the 13th. Yeah, we're gonna
watch Muppets.
We're gonna wrap it up here with the Muppets. This dude's cool. I'm subbing.
As you should.
So much. I appreciate that, really.
Oh yeah, he's great. Vinicio is great, and he'll definitely be back. So what is coming up here for the next couple of live streams? Well, I'm glad everyone asked. Tomorrow we got Eddie from Eddie's Films and Stuff, number 15. Eddie. Look at that guy. Looks like freaking David Blaine.
He does. He doesn't. I can't unsee it.
Then we got, assuming because I know Zach has a cold now.
No,
so this is assuming his cold is subsided by then.
I'm just getting over my cold.
We got Zach Milne. I think it's Milne. Again, I feel like we got to ask him. Zach Milne talks movies. He's a great guy. We got him coming up. And then I'm really looking forward to, on the 20th, we got our top 10 Sandlers coming.
Nice.
And that's going to be a stacked panel of people all given their top 10 Adam Sandlers. So why are we doing this? I have no idea, but it's Adam Sandler. So Vinicio, I know he's not horror. Well, he made Hotel Transylvania, but what do you
and Hoobie Halloween
and Hoobie Halloween? But what do you think about Adam?
I absolutely love Adam Sandler.
Oh fuck! There you go. Shit.
Wow.
Maybe I should kick someone off the stream.
Adam Sandler is such a huge part of my childhood. I mean, I have a cousin that literally will just all day long just talk like him. It's like, he quotes his movies all day long. We've been watching his movies. I think the first one I seen was Billy Madison, and since then I had to watch every single one of them. So yeah,
cool.
Watched all of his movies and I love them.
All right. Well, maybe because I mean, I'm not wishing this upon myself, but I'm sure someone's going to cancel because that's just inevitable. So I wish I would have known that prior. But moving forward here, after that, we got double feature podcasts.
Yes.
Look at those lovely ladies right there. They'll be on for episode 17. And then we are very excited for this one. This is our newest one that we have announced. It's January, the month of bad movies, the month where movies go to die. And we are going to be doing a watch along of arguably the greatest worst movie ever made.
Greatest worst.
And it's going to be with Durant Cinema. We're watching The Room. Oh yeah.
Look at that.
And look at Dave. Look how happy he is.
God, every time you give him a prompt for a thumbnail picture.
So I'm like, Dave, I want you to send me this. And he sends it to me instantly.
Like he was expecting it.
And and look at it. He fits right in.
Look at that. Which one's Tommy?
So that is coming up. We're really looking forward to that. The Room is great. Vinicio, have you seen The Room?
I have not. No.
Oh, fuck.
You're doing yourself a disservice.
It is. It's the greatest bad movie ever made.
How many is it? What is it?
It's a movie.
Tommy Wiseau. Yeah. So
it's a movie.
The guy at the bottom left there, Tommy Wiseau. Try to forget Dave in the middle there. Tommy Wiseau, the guy on the left, he is the writer, director, producer, editor. He's everything, and he's the star of the movie. And then you got the guy on the right, Greg. He plays Mark. It's a simple movie. It's basically the guy on the right is having an affair with his girlfriend on the left. But
it's a movie.
And it's a movie, man. I'll tell you.
I really,
really think about joining us for that one to watch along, because it is one hell of an experience.
I've seen this movie I've seen this movie. I've watched numerous people talk about this movie, in commentaries, and because it's a pretty infamous movie. And
there you go, right there.
Yes.
We're not worthy of The Room.
I cannot believe I live in a timeline where I am born in the same where The Room we've existed, right, for millions of years. And I get to live in the time of The Room.
The Room exists, yeah. Yeah, dude. So,
as I was saying, I've seen the movie, a lot of commentaries, and you just asked what The Room is about. I couldn't fucking tell you.
It's an experience, and your life will change after watching it. So.
You won't be the same.
Gavin Sandler, dude. Gavin Sandler. Oh, I see. Okay, Adam Sandler's my father. Brian Goes Blue says, keep it real and just know there's only one Cholo of horror.
Yeah.
That is true. All right. Well, Vinicio, hang around. We'll do a formal goodbye, but we're just going to end the stream here. So thank you, everybody. Seriously, we'll be back this whole weekend. We have streams. Tomorrow is Eddie's Films and Stuff. So hopefully everyone can join us for that, because he's a cool dude. And go check out Vinicio's channel. It's linked down below. And this was fun hanging out with you on Friday the 13th, man. So
happy holidays.
Couldn't have been a better time. So there we go. See you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow, Laren. All right, guys, we'll be back. And until then, there's one thing you got to do. And it's keep being fans of something.